Good morning, good evening, it's heckin' Molly time. Hello everybody, how you doing? Oh my goodness, it's Molly time. The burger look good? Oh, thanks. Guys, how you doing? Happy Australia Day. Silver Bullet, I just saw your message just as I was going live. Yes, Monday sounds good. Oh my God, guys, I'm in Struggle Town. I know it probably doesn't look like it because I look bright as rain, sound lovely as an angel, but I am in Struggle Town. I put it a little bit in Discord. So I'm all about the protein, as Exceed Goals says. I've been at the gym this last month, going hard, and I started a 6-week challenge, and just trying, like, my vet, my trainer, like, prepared like this meal plan thing, and my calories and whatever, and I've been trying to, long story short, I've been trying to increase my protein. So I use this protein powder that I went to rebuy at the grocery store. It was out of stock. So I thought I'll just go into the nutrition warehouse and to get some protein and see what they, like, I want some unflavored protein because then I can put it in smoothies and things and put it in cooking and you won't taste it, but you get the protein. Went there, he was like, I just sold the last one, but you could try these or whatever, and he gave me some samples. And then we're discussing that, like, regular protein isolate isn't really good for cooking because it goes crumbly, whereas there's a protein called casein that is like slow release, and you're meant to have it like before you go to bed because it like releases slower and it makes you feel fuller, it's thicker. And he said that, like, to try it. And then he was like, I actually have half a tub at the back you can have. And I was like, what? Crazy? He was like, oh, like, it's not very popular and some people can't have this protein because it can cause digestive upset because it's more like lactose based. Not lactose, but it's like they're more milk protein, whereas whey isolate doesn't have as much. They kind of get as much like the milk, or I don't know how it works, but anyway, anyway, I took it home and then I thought we'll put it in our protein smoothies last night because we've been having 2 meal replacement shakes and then a meal like at lunchtime, and I put 1 scoop rather than 2 because we made a double batch of smoothie, and so we had half each. But it was thick. The flavor's not great. I'm not going to continue with it. But then I woke up, we went to bed at like 9:30. I woke up at 12:50, wide awake, couldn't sleep, didn't feel great. I was hot, like tossing and turning, looked at my phone and I was like, fuck, it's the protein. So like I was wired. I was messaging Roselli because Roselli had messaged me from a question that I'd asked. And then so I replied at like 1 o'clock or something, 1:30, and she's like, what are you doing awake? I'm like, I can't sleep. And so I probably didn't get to sleep until about 3 o'clock. So I know that that's a lot of waffle and it's no excuse. I'm here, I'm streaming it, we're making Australian food. We're doing lamb, we're doing sausage rolls from my Christmas cookbook, ebook. Sausage rolls, and then we're doing chocolate coconut slice, and then I've got the thing here. So we're gonna do chocolate coconut slice, sausage rolls, lamb. You guys wanted lamb for some reason, so I bought a boneless lamb shoulder, and then there was discussion about fairy bread and Vegemite on toast. So we'll see. Hello. Thank you, Silver Bullet. I appreciate it. So yes, I am running on probably about like 3 to 4 hours sleep. all good. I'll be fine. I've had a cup of tea. I've had another protein smoothie, just no extra protein. And we're going to be good. If it's Australia, democracy sausage only comes when it's voting. Australia Day is a celebration of living in our country, celebrating our people and, the country that we live in. That's what today's about. There's no voting. I don't think we have an election until another 2 years. I think Albo's been in for 2 years now. Use chicken salt today. Yes. Is Chester okay? Yes. So we got a little bit of it's not bad news. And I'm trying because always when you've got a cancer diagnosis, you always want it to trend down, right? And so it went down so much last time that he has had increase of red blood cells, which is fantastic. He's no longer anemic. So he's gone from 35%, which is the borderline anemia, to 37. So that's great. She's really happy with that. He's healthy. He's put on 200 grams. He's active. He's beautiful. He's running, playing. He just doesn't like the heat. His protein, his concentrate of his blood has gone up slightly. And that is because his white blood cells has increased slightly. Very, very slightly. It's only gone up. So considered normal is 17,000. Chester is at 18,200 or something. So it went from, it was slightly over last time, and it's just gone up slightly a bit more. So it's she's very happy with him. We were going to try and do 3 month next consultation with 3 months, but then because it's gone up slightly, we're going to do 2 months. But then no change in the chemo, no change in. She's there, very happy. She just wants me to monitor him as usual, and we'll see him in 9 weeks. So every time we've gone back to see him, we've increased it. So last time was 6 weeks over Christmas, and now we're going to 9 weeks, which is fantastic. So he's still good. Of course, if you've had an animal, a fluffy pooch, or a family member that's sick, you know that you're always cautiously optimistic, and we watch him like a hawk and watch he eats and poops and whatever. And so you always want things to trend down, but expectations, he's very healthy, he's happy, and we'll take it for as long as we can get, for sure. Yes. Nido tier 2 for 13 months. Oh my God, thank you very much. And did I see Kaz for 15 months? Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. So yes, all in all, Chester's good, I'm good, we're good. We're making some Australian food. It's gonna be delicious. So the chocolate coconut slice that we're gonna be making today is usually what my family would do is make it with Weet-Bix, but we're not gonna do it with Weet-Bix, we're gonna do it with regular flour so that everyone can make it all around the world. It's like a chocolate slice or squares, bars, and it's got this frosting over top. It is delicious. It's really good, but before we continue, let's go back to last time on. I want to know, Australians, what is your favourite quintessential Aussie food? And North Americans, what food do you know of that's Australian? Last time we did a bit of, oh look, there's me. We did a little bit of gaming. I look so untidy. So he said to me yesterday, he was like, what did you do different to your hair? I was like, I brushed it. And obviously you can see now, I didn't brush it today. We did pesto chicken stir fry and beef and broccoli, both from my my gym app, which were tasty. Beef and broccoli, 100% better than the pesto. Not a massive fan, it was just a bit meh, but still tasty. We played some games. 7 subs, resubs, gifted subs, 8 new people in the form of follows, just fabulous. Thank you guys for being there. Tim Tams, if they count, because they're my world food aisle. Nice. Using up my biddies. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely Tim Tams are Australian. Yep. I'll take that. What else? Nido, what's your favourite quintessential Aussie food? Whether it be a store-bought, grocery, or it's something that you cook. Exceed will say a Arnott's family pack, family assorted. It's his favourite. He doesn't ever really buy it anymore, but it's like a family pack of cookies. Aussie Foods, mint slices. Mint slices better than Tim Tams. Roasts, Lamingtons, Pavlova's Vegemite. Go girl. Barbecued shrimp, prawns, Knights Camp prawns, barbecued burgers. Just a lot of barbecued stuff. When you say barbecued burgers, you mean grilled burgers? Do you know, I would say barbecuing sausages is more common in my family. I don't know about yours. We don't really barbecue burgers much. It's more like chops, sausages, like maybe grilled chicken on occasion. Hey, thank you very much. 150 bits, self correction. You're amazing. Guys, we're so close to a hype train. Would chicken curry sandwiches be considered Australian? Because only because I know an Australian, a chicken curry. I would say curried egg, maybe. Curried egg is very common. Pavlova Aussie, I love that. Pavlova is Australian. It's between us and New Zealand, but yes, we'll take it. Snags on the barbie, yeah, on a grill. Yeah, meat pies, kangaroo meat. I don't know many people. I have one friend that I know, like, not consistently, but she used to eat kangaroo. But I can't think of a person that was like, yeah, I eat kangaroo regularly. It's not a massive thing here. It's expensive. It's very gamey. It's not nice. Wait. I can change my vote to curried egg. Would we say Aussies, would we claim that curried egg is an Australian thing? Curried egg sandwiches? Snags, curried egg. Yeah? Kangaroo isn't bad. Jam tarts. 4 and 20 pies, definitely. But jam tarts. This is a fallacy, we don't do this. Oh, what? I didn't read that message. What was? Neenish tarts aren't Australian. I'm pretty sure they're like like from Denmark or something, Neenish tarts, right? Oh God, I miss jam tarts. My grandmother make those all the time from England. Okay, snot blocks, yes. Vanilla slice, oh my God. Vanilla slice, aka snot block, are probably one of my favorite with, like, has to be passion fruit icing or pink icing, the best. Happy Australia, what does this day commemorate? So basically it's a day for, it signifies the signing of, I don't know the actual the date. We became, the 1st of January 1901, we became Australia. It means different things to different people, but for us, from my family, it signifies like the country that we live in, the people that we have in your life, and the safety that it's like our 4th of July. Yeah. So giving thanks for the country that you live in, the friends that you have, the safety and the things that we have in our life, and how from us. I know it's different for different people, but it's how multicultural and how amazing our country is. We call ourselves the lucky country, and it is a place where we can all be one. That's what I think of it as. British landed on Sydney Cove. Okay. Was it really? I thought Old Mate came before that. James Cook. What's his name? Not James Cook. Mr. Cook. Captain Cook. James? What was his first name? I do admit someone say, want a snot block? And I'd be like, ugh, yeah, snot block doesn't sound good. I didn't actually know it was called a snot block until I started streaming. I'm pretty sure that's an East Coast thing. I legitimately dislike that name so much. The snot block, yeah. I was goofing, but it was on the test. Yeah, 26 is when they came ashore. Okay, first fleet arrived on the 26th. Hello, Catholic Crystal, welcome back. It signifies when James Cook and the first fleet landed in Australia. Yeah. Cool. What are we doing today? Let's get doing a deep dive into Discord. What have you been cooking and eating? Have you posted this week? Nito, you're not working, you're hanging out with us. Okay. This is, ooh, what is this? So what is your personal history with the foods you're cooking? Did you come across them often as an Aussie? Ask me that question once we've done this. Katsu curry a while ago, definitely top 3 meals. Who likes katsu curry? I didn't know, we have to thank Nito for this. I never knew that katsu curry went with pickled ginger. Freaking levels it up. Seriously. I don't really love Japanese curry. I like crispy chicken, I love rice, I love pickled ginger, I love this, a cabbage. But I am more inclined to make it because the topping, the pickled ginger with the sauce, oh, so good. Up level, baby, up level. Yep. Hey, cell correction. I don't know why this is still loading, but Kate, oh, there we go. Kate had a bagel, first day back in the office for her and her husband. So to get through it, they promised each other that they would go and get bagels in the morning. So cream cheese, bacon, bagel. And then later on, they went and got steak for dinner. Oh, that must be with some colleagues as well. Steak and salad. I don't know why they put salad in a bowl. Like, it looks sad, but it probably tasted amazing. But just put the salad on the bowl, in the plate. What else we got? Chef JT, hot link tacos. It's a hot link. Is that a sausage? I opted to swap it for another day. I'm the only one in the whole company, I think. Damn. It's good that you can hang out with us. This looks good. A hot sausage. Okay, you're a hot sausage. Thank you for Chef JT. Blondie duck breast on a bed of lentil salad. Don't know how I feel about lentils yet. I feel like, Nito, you have to fly over here and make me good lentils. I'm not really sure. We're going to be doing a theme stream in a few weeks from that game that we played that I cannot remember. We're doing like an Indian feast, but I need to find the right lentil. I need like black lentils. This looks yum. I would try. Not Flight Simulator, smarty. No one will get that joke. I like lentils, but they need help in the flavor department. French lentils. Yeah, okay. There was French black lentils I saw, but I wasn't sure if they were the right ones I was allowed to use for the Indian recipe. Love lentils with some pepperoncini pepper and some kebab and pita. Okay. Jeffrey, I hope you're having a great week. This is interesting. North Americans, butter. This is Costco. So Handle the Heat is an amazing food blogger. It's kind of like the detail that I'd like to put into recipes, but I can't be bothered typing. She goes into like the food science of recipes and
90% sure. Yeah, it's just a really long walk along the beach, basically. It's like a trail a little bit inland.
Exceeds talking to my auntie about the
And then you walk forever and ever, and then I think
the giant
some signs, but it's
Thomas Darbo giants. They're like sculptures, and they're going to the hidden one today. We do have Kerrygold, but we have better butter than Kerrygold. Kerrygold for you guys is like 10 times, like 100 times better than American butter. No offense, just European butter. But Australian butter is kind of like on par with European butter. It's high fat content, high quality. So like we can buy Kerrygold at some local locations, but I use, at the moment I'm using Devondale, but I use Western Star or occasionally Lurpak if it's on sale at Costco. You want a high fat content. But this is talking about Costco butter. versus cheap butter versus Kerrygold. So it's very interesting making chocolate chip cookies with different variations, because cheaper butter, this is what we've discussed when we did our butter off. I think I need to find, we should have like made it into like short videos. Cheap butter has a higher water content, which means that especially when you're making brown butter, you've got to evaporate more of the water off and you get less result. And when you're cooking, baking with it, it has high water content. So it's not going to give you a flakier, butterier result. It's going to be sometimes like there's going to be too much water in there. It's going to create a denser product. It's very interesting when you look into it. So buy as better butter as you can, afford. Costco butter, according to this, Costco butter is quite good. Check it out. What else we got? Entomina hole in the wall chicken fried rice always hits the spot. Damn, that looks good. I need to turn the aircon on. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. All right. Tom, maybe with something that we could talk about later, or maybe, once I finish this. Australian meat pie distributed in the office yesterday for Australia Day. What was the best meat pie that I've ever had? Wow. Looks good. This is like a quintessential Australian food. Like meat pie, tomato sauce on top. You have these at that sports events, football, Australian rules football, the cricket, really good. Really good. Top shelf, yep. Look at that. Amazing. Mangoes? I don't know. Sam asked what type of place this was. What kind of mango? No idea. Right way to eat a pie is to peel the lid off layer by layer first. Okay, I won't be taking any questions at this time. Damn. I used to take because I'm a pastry galley. With the sausage roll, I take the pastry off, eat the filling, then eat the pastry last. With the meat pie, I used to take the top off, eat the filling, and then eat the bottom crust, and then eat the top crust last. And people used to think that was disgusting. So it's depending on like who's around and how much space I've got. Other thing that I do that I take, so eating a kebab, what I used to do, and if I've got room, if I've got a plate, I literally unroll the kebab, pull off pieces of the meat and pull off pieces of the tortilla or like the wrap, and then eat that. Like some good kebab places, you can get a plate where it comes with a tortilla or like a flatbread, and then you've got the meat and things like that. I just don't like soggy food. I love eating little bits at a time. Molly, no. I know, that's why I don't tell people that. Gotta flip the kebab if both ends are filled. Flip the kebab if both ends are filled. What does that mean, Yobo? There are a few Aussie bakeries in the US that deliver meat pies across the mainland. Okay. Homemade sushi. Dang, look at that. Great. Shock. Guys, I'm disappointed. What is this? Like four or six entries? Have you guys not been eating this week? What the heck? Where's the food? Where's the food? Do better next time. I'm cooking right now. I'm sorry. Post it. I love soggy chips, like to taste the potato and not just all the crispy. Have converted many people. Love soggy chips. Really? Hell's bells, you like a potato gravy with soggy chip? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I probably am not a fan. I just like everything that was on the kebab just placed on a bed of rice with a side of hummus. Okay. I just like everything that is in, I'm a big fan of bowls, Exceed would tell you. Like rather than a burrito, give it to me in a bowl. And I just like to have it, yeah. I just like to get flatbread or tortilla and nachos, give me a bowl and give me some nacho chips, not like that. So we never argue over who gets the leftover chippies. The best thing about Mr. B and I is that he is a crispy chip guy and I'm a soggy one. Yeah, I think I'm the same. It's like I'll eat the around the sides where it's like with nachos, and then Exceed eats the leftovers. Just don't like them so crisp that there is no more potato. Yeah, I get that. I understand. All right. So we've got some stuff. Okay. Guys, I fucked up yesterday. I did my food order in a hurry yesterday morning, and I thought I was ordering 200 grams. So like I went to get ham because I was feeling like a ham and salad sandwich, and I clicked on and I just went 2 because I thought there was ham. So I clicked 2 as in 200 grams. Usually it comes in 200 gram pieces, and I thought it was $3 for 200 grams. Whatever. Turns out it was $3 a kilo, and they're in packages, and I got 2 of them. So I've spent, this is $19.23, and this is $20. So this is $39 worth of ham, and I hope that I can return it tomorrow because we will not eat this. And now I'm out $40. I don't know what happened. I feel like I don't know. I thought I was adding 200 grams. But Exceed and I don't really eat ham, deli meat. And going forward, I don't want to eat deli meat. Like, you know, with everything that we've been talking about this week, I am not eating deli meat. So it was like I was going to eat it today, get a little bit of ham, and then not eat it for a while. So I hope that they can refund this, like I can return this. But I'm worried about like they think that like I've injected it with something. It's wrapped, it's whatever, hickory smoked leg ham. Chester has some ideas what you can do with it. So very, very sad. Very annoyed, don't know how it came about because I felt like I was ordering 200 grams of... Hey Google, what is 200 grams in ounces?
200 grams is equivalent to 7.055 ounces.
How is deli meat any different to buying a whole ham and slicing yourself? I know that's confusing. So the reason I'm not, like, I only wanted a small amount of any type of ham so I could eat a ham sandwich today, because then Exceed and I are trying to get pregnant. So I'm staying away from deli meat and things, you know, eating healthy. This last month, as we were saying, on a health kick, trying to do a 6-week challenge at the gym, and not doing all the things. Yeah. I'll give you my ex-Woolies opinion. Kate, can I return this? Or oh my God, you decided. Yeah. Thank you very much. Kate, can I return this? Oh my, did you hear the news from Robin and Holly? No, I was going to ask you the other day. I never see him live anymore. I didn't know if they were still streaming or whatever. You know how like you just, I don't have anything, follow him on anywhere. Are they pregnant again? That's exciting. Yes, if you have the receipt. Yes. Identical twins, holy dooly. That is crazy. Very excited for them. Oh my God. I like the idea of like, there's 2 of them, no. I like the idea that you can be like 2 and done. But then I also like the idea of like having one, learning about it, and then having another one later. Well, they might not want the hand back if you smack it around too much. You didn't see anything, Kaz. Bless you, lovely couple. Wishing you both the best. Thank you very much. It's, you know, we've discussed it, and it's where the idea of I've like wanted kids since I was a kid, but then getting it as you grow up, you're like, oh my God, like I'm also okay with not having, like the idea of it's scary, and I think that we'll both be great parents. If we can, we can. We can't. Well, whatever. So identical twins is one of my phobia. Okay, wait, we're gonna scroll up. Exceed, can you show me that? So identical twins is one of my phobias. Oh, really? How come? Like seeing them in general? Like having two people that look similar? What about is it? Can we like tell me more about that? They don't know the gender yet, but they have tons of names, I bet. Wow. There's enough pressure picking one name for like a kid. Imagine having two, but then you have to choose two boy names. And like you're gonna get your two top picks. Like that's hard. I can send you my 3 for a trial. No. No, thank you. I'm good. All good. Exceed. Discussing Slow on the Street was obviously been playing on. Yeah, you have been. Yeah, we've been thinking about it for a long time, and it's something that we've a lot of conversations, a lot of discussion, and you never know how it's going to play out if you can, you know, age, things like that. Children in general is my phobia, and I know it's not for everybody. We're very lucky that we you know in a better older position, a better position now that we didn't want them earlier. We've had to travel and we've done things and we're not sure how it's going to work, and that's a scary thing with my job, with what I do. It's fucking terrifying, but I think it's an adventure, and you know your child I will love. Thank you, Silver Bullet. You're going to see a lot of it if it happens. Yeah, so we'll keep you updated. I don't know, like it is what it is, and yeah, like obviously don't ask us questions until we tell you, but like it's not. I'm a very open person, and also the stigma associated with. Like Exceed and I have discussed this, like the stigma and the shame associated with miscarriages, loss, and you know the shame and the worry of like telling people and things like that. We want to be, what's the word, like, like I know that what my friends went through and like didn't talk about it and things and how it played on their mind, and I want to like be a part of the change there of discussions, and if we need support then people know what we're going through and things like that, and knowing if I'm eating something different or whatever, like it's going to be fun to go through that. And also I can't like you guys know that I like to make cocktails on stream. I like to do certain things and eat certain food on stream. There's things that I'm not going to have, like, or you know, I'm not going to be eating or whatever. And it's not. It feels disingenuous to be going through something and not discussing it. You know what I mean? Chat will follow your lead about being comfortable talking about it when. Won't we, chat? Yeah. No, oh my God, Exceed scroll. Hold on, I'll open my laptop here. That's incredibly courageous of you, Molly. It's, like we said, if we can, and if we can't, then that's okay, that's our decision made, and we'll just be happy having fluffy puppies and, you know, doing things without kids. But we wanted to try, and yeah. Stace, thank you for 26 months. Thank you very much, appreciate you. It's going to be interesting to see what foods you might go off and what foods you might crave. It's a food journey for sure. Maybe like, I'm hoping like my mum had toxemia or preeclampsia with my brother, and she was really sick, like morning sickness, whereas my other aunties and they didn't really. So I don't know. But as I said, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'll just come and drink and eat stuff on stream. You can't. Totally fine. Totally fine. All right, so we're doing lamb. This is a lamb leg roast that is boneless. It's been like, take the bone out. This was $18, and probably just I will be eating this. Exceed's not a massive fan of lamb, and I'm okay with that. So, lamb. Who has had lamb before? Who's never had lamb before? We're going to turn the oven on. Give me your tips and tricks. Lay it on me. I'm going to go with a little one. Eat it a lot. Never had it. Okay, I love lamb. And lamb loves you. Lamb is amazing. So going up, I think it was Nightscape. Who asked me about like food that we have like a connection with? For me, I grew up eating a lot of lamb because we raised lamb on our farm. We had a lot of sheep, a lot of lambs, and we were very fortunate enough. Yeah, Nightscape, I thought it was you. We were fortunate enough to eat a lot of lamb chops, lamb roast growing up. We also raised ostriches. We didn't do beef. Initially when I was younger or before I was born, we did beef. But beef are very destructive. They knock down, like if they want to get from this paddock to that paddock, they will bulldoze your fences, and there's a lot more upkeep. So then my dad and my uncles decided no beef. So we did cereal oats and we did lamb. And then eventually we did ostriches as well. Sorry, you raised what? Ostriches, yeah. So my mum was originally like in the Australian Ostrich Association. They imported African ostriches, and the meat is, from what I remember, it was delicious. It's red meat. So even though it's a bird, it's red meat. And it's the only animal that you can use everything from it. So you use the meat, is quite succulent, it's red, it's very full of iron, it's really good for you. The feathers and the eggs and the skin can all be used. So you skin, my granddad to this day still has ostrich leather boots and belts, and my dad has his bed is ostrich leather. It's quite amazing. The eggs, I think there's 16 or 24 chicken eggs, the equivalent of one ostrich eggs. It's quite amazing. So we grew up eating a lot of quiche. My mum would make massive quiches with just like one egg. It's fantastic. Ostrich eggs are about this big, yeah. And they're very hard to crack. So you can eat the eggs, but then you can blow them. So you kind of engrave them, and they're quite beautiful. But yeah, going back to lamb, we ate a lot of lamb as a kid. Lamb roasts, lamb shanks, things like that. But when you are growing up on the farm, you have the choice of cuts, right? So we grew up on the more expensive cuts of lamb, and the more tougher cuts, they were given to the dogs. So like lamb shanks, which are delicious and really flavorful, my dad calls dog meat, because it was like, why waste your time on a lamb shank when you can have the beautiful chops and like roasts and things like that? So my dad doesn't really like lamb shanks. My mum loves them. She slow roasts them. My stepdad cooks them for her, and but it is always quite funny because it's something that is synonymous. Like lamb shanks are so delicious when slow cooked, but a lot of farmers don't have it. They prefer the chops and the other more succulent pieces of the lamb. I never liked lamb. Exceed doesn't really like it. My sister-in-law doesn't like it. It is kind of like an acquired taste. I do find the fact that ostriches are red meat endlessly and fascinating, right? Yeah. Did they ever race them like Swiss Family Robinson? Yes. When we were kids and our workers, we used to put stirrups on them. They aren't like, you could go on the ostrich and it would take you for a ride, but it was quite dangerous, and you couldn't really control them very well. It was just like basically they were running and you were on top of them. It wasn't something that we did very often. It's not something that I think of as very like humane, and it's not like they could be like, yeah. Like horses, some horses love to be ridden. They love to run. There's a really good connection between the rider and the horse. Whereas it's like, I don't think that's right with an ostrich. I used to ride my lambs. And one Lucy, my lamb, I was probably like 5 or 6. I used to ride her. She loved it. My other lamb, Clancy, he used to hate it. No, Clancy used to like it. Lucy used to buck me off. Raw horse meat is nice. Interesting. Coming from the vegetarian, raw horse meat is nice. How have you had it prepared? That's so interesting. Raw. Okay, so this here is a lamb roast. Like that. And lamb leg roast, boneless, juicy, tender. I got this. It's a little bit more expensive because it's been deboned, and because it will cook quicker on shrimp. Horse sashimi. Wow. Okay, so this is going to cook for 180 degrees, which is already there. I love that it shows you where it comes from on the lamb. Vegetarians know that the type of animal doesn't make much of an African. Okay. So like it tells you that it comes from the leg, which is pretty cool. I love that type of thing. For a lot of people, they don't know where the cuts come from. And that's why we put it in First Things First. There's a whole guide of like different animals and where the cuts come from. Okay, so it says, we're gonna put some garlic on there, rosemary, which I've already blended. Cooking instructions. Oh, hello. 50 minutes per kilo, okay? And this is 1.2 kilos. So we're gonna cook it for that long. Wash your hands. Okay. Hells Bells, you sound like the roast queen. But anyone else, if you've done a lamb roast, what is your go-to? I'm just gonna go outside and get some rosemary. How do you like to make your lamb roasts? So very, very common is to eat lamb with rosemary, and then mint sauce is my favorite. Has to be like a mint jelly. Nom 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 nom. Come on, you. Ba-da-bum-bum. Good boy. Wash this. Oh, yeah! I totally forgot. Are you gonna wear it? Exceed. Some of them didn't see it. Some of the community didn't see your new shirt. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh. All right. So garlic, salt, carrots and green beans. Ooh, like honey carrots. Do you guys do honey carrots? It was something that was like my favorite way my mum used to make carrot when we were kids. I need to shut that blind. And it was, unless they had honey on them, I wasn't eating them. And even better if she put sesame seeds on them. Sesame seeds and honey. Okay. So we've got rosemary. Like this. Where is the peeler? Goes over here. Where's my garlic press chew? Kate lurking? Lurking, not working. Garlic press. If I was a garlic. Pardon? What's not working? Oh, Kate's not working. Yes, I said lurking, not working. Playing some games with family for a bit, no worries. Guys, I've lost my garlic press. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? No, it's right here. Nothing happened. I feel like I've only had honey carrot once or twice, maybe for holidays. Oh. We learned yesterday that, oh yeah, we were watching, is it Eater Exceed? We watch a food YouTube channel, and they were doing like a 3-part kind of like documentary on competition barbecue. really interesting. Following some guys, like how they do their competition prep. So interesting. Like you've got for this barbecue competition, I think it was in Kansas. Yeah, I think it's somewhere in Kansas. You have one bite, one opportunity for the judges. And so like the chicken, they want the skin to be not crispy because you have to be able to bite through it and get the meat in like one bite, like bite through skin. And it was like how the process of they do this and how they cut the chicken, the thighs, and they take the skin off and then they trim it and then they put the skin back on and then they cook. Like it's just incredible the amount of effort and also wastage that goes into like hours of preparation to then serve. I think it was like 8 chicken thighs and 10 strips of brisket. And yeah, it was very interesting how like passionate these people are and the time and effort. I just love it, how passionate. You know, it might not be for me, like obviously barbecuing like that is very intimidating for me, but I love learning about how people do it and passionate they are, how they try different things. We based our roast lamb with salt, garlic, rosemary, and whole grain. I never had whole grain mustard. I might try that. We love mustard in this house. So much so we did a whole mustard stream. If you guys remember. I feel like in North America, whole grain mustard isn't common. J-Fro, you've had whole grain mustard? G'day, Molly chat, Secret Exceeds. He's here. He's got his day off. It is Australia Day. So we'll get toot, 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 toot. All right. So we're gonna, whole grain mustard, honey mustard are my 2 faves. Nice. North. Whole grain is plenty common in the US. Okay, cool. That's really great for me to hear because, you know, there's heaps of products that I love that sometimes aren't available in your country. And there's heaps more that you guys have got that I don't get down here, that we don't get. Okay. So you can do this in multiple ways. You can like cut little holes and like press the garlic in. Slice onion and 2 potatoes on the mandolin very finely, saute them for a bit, and place the lamb on that. Oh, I don't have any potatoes though. After the onion potato, make the gravy. Oh, that sounds good. In a Dutch oven and stovetop. Okay, how do you think I should prepare the garlic? Do I stud the garlic like into the lamb? I'm gonna take some direction from you. I love onion gravy, so we're gonna do that. I don't have any potato though. They went a bit sad and soggy. Thanks, Wiz. Hope you're doing great. Ugh, that's a bit gross, this one. Sing till your lungs give out. Okay. Peel your onion. Little fun fact, we call these brown onions. You might call them yellow onions. They're kind of like your everyday variety of onion. I don't use them very often because I don't like to peel them. So I use... What? Why is Kevin turning on? Oh, it's 9 a.m. Hey Google, pause Kevin. You can place under the skin, if you're keeping it on, stuff the rosemary and garlic in there. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I couldn't reach Echovax.
Hey Google, pause Kevin. There we go, he's paused.
Okay, stopping Kevin.
We've got a whole menagerie of subjects in this house. We've got Kevin the vacuum, we've got Kitty the KitchenAid, Tina the Tinico mop, Who else? Vinny the Vitamix. They're all our robots. Then you've got Romeo and Jess as well. They don't really help the household very much. They just bark at you when they're hungry. Okay, so onion, I'm just gonna slice. You want an update on the fingy? Guys, look, it's been nearly 2 weeks. My fingernail is growing back. Look at that. Look at that. It's like half grown back now in 2 weeks. Amazing. But the skin, like I'm getting a lot of like skin all under here, like flaking off. Still painful. My only worry is now there's no like barricade here, the nail grow like outwards, but I'll just see how we go. How'd you do it, Molly? Oh, just a knife, you know, just a knife. I was chopping spring onions and speaking to Exceed, chatting, and I said to him, we were making 7-layer dip together, and I said to him, oh, are you going to grate more cheese? And he said, what? And I said, I looked up as I was chopping, I said, are you going to grate more spring onion or scallions? And I'd only got my knives sharpened like a few weeks earlier, so they were very sharp. And I just slipped. It's my fault. But it was very, very painful. Very painful. So it's Exceed's fault then. He was a great. Oh, we got a poll. Oh, guys. This is a really poignant question. Were your parents great documenters of your life? This is a good discussion. Exceed and I are going through his mum's belongings the last week. Was your mum like, or your parents, do they have baby photos, like your school like things, like paintings, things like that? Do they have like your like cuttings of hair or your baby bracelet from the hospital, things like that? My parents, not very good, not good at all. Terrible. There's things that I've had to, like when my parents separated, or like I am a good, like I have a box, and ever since I was traveled as a kid, like a young adult, I've kept like all my souvenirs, things like that, memories of Exceed and I am a great collector of things, of memories. My parents, terrible. Like, I think my mum did my baby book that I found, like when I was 4 years old. She filled it out. Like, Exceed's mum has, but I do have things like my grandma saved my baby blanket. I've got a book. I've got photos. I've got my baptism card, things like that. But we moved a lot as kids. And my parents aren't as sentimental, but we moved a lot and things got lost when we moved and we travelled around Australia. Things got lost, some things got stolen. But Exceed's mum has, we found her, for all 3 of her kids, she hand wrote on a piece of paper, just random scrap paper, her birth story of like what happened when she went into labour and how long the labour lasted and things like that, and how her experience was amazing. Went through the baby, like we have 2 out of the 3 kids' baby bracelets, photos of Exceed, his school kind of like school reports or like exercise books, things like that. Just amazing. I have my children's baby teeth, still locks of hair, the baby clamp on the umbilical cord. I have all the pictures I snapped on my phone of my hospital picture when a day old. Wow. Hold on. I have some of my childhood videos, baby blanket, homework, etc. She still has her photo albums and some other stuff. She being my mum, my dad probably has a bunch of other things. Yeah. they destroyed all the documentation so you would never learn about your long lost identical twin Molly. I always joked and said, like, was I adopted? But no, that I'm pretty sure I know it's in the house somewhere. I have a baby album. We can't find it. But I know I've seen it and I know that it's around. I know what it looks like, but it's just we've moved a lot. Exceed and I have moved a lot, so things have been lost. But we found VHS tapes of my family that we digitized. Exceed's going through and digitizing, like, he's already done like 800 photos of his family. There were too many of us by the time I came around. That's me. I'm the third child. Wiz, I definitely feel, and Exceed's the third child, so there was definitely way less of each of us than there was of our siblings. My brother has like a whole album that's just dedicated to him. I'm an only child, so walking into my parents' house was like walking into a shrine of myself. I love that. Yeah, I can imagine. So mostly school photos and such. Nice. Like my grandparents and my aunties have photos of us and things that I could ask for. But my auntie has heaps of videos of me from like babysitting her kids and things. All I have of a picture I snapped on my phone of my hospital picture when I was a day old. I look like a character from Angry Birds. Kids are ugly when they're born. We're all ugly the day you're born. It takes about a week to like unravel from the birth process, I think. Thomas, my nephew, totally ugly. Really ugly, really skinny, but now he's fat and cute. So you can scroll down a bit. I have my own baby teeth somewhere too. Oh, okay. My parents are very pragmatic. Few pictures, no baby book, that sort of thing. On the other hand, I have an extraordinary, thorough collection of medical records from birth. Oh, wow. Wow. How much has Exceed automated the scanning process? He can answer that. Not much of it. I don't know why I'm doing 2 onions. It's unnecessary. I'm going to put one in there. That can be for the sausage rolls. Okay. So yeah, my parents just, like, I had an amazing childhood. We did a lot of traveling. We did a lot of experiences. But my mum and dad were more like, they'll give us those memories rather than stopping. Like, we didn't have a lot of money as well. So when we grew up, my mum said that they worked for, I think it was like 6 months to pay for a video camera. And this thing was huge. Like, and that's what when we went around Australia, where we traveled, like, we didn't really have a camera, she said, for a long time. She borrowed my grandma's when we were real young. But where these days, it's so different because everyone's got a phone and everything is such a different situation. That's the ticket. My mum's only and my dad's youngest. In Victoria, if you were adopted, your birth certificate used to be reversed in colour, black with white writing. That's how my friend found out she was adopted. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. How interesting. Okay, so onion in here is a good idea. I like the idea of onion in there. And then we've got our garlic, which we're going to stab. I think we're going to stab in. Living in the moment is cool too. Yeah. I don't like it, it's all what you make it mean, right? Everything in life is the meaning you attach to it. So like you could choose to be like, I don't have any baby photos, my parents didn't love me. But it was just like that was not their focus, and that's not like, you got to understand of like, didn't have the means or whatever, didn't mean they didn't love you, that, you know, you attach meaning to it. And while I do, you know, could get sad that I don't have as many photos as my brothers or whatever, I do have heaps of stuff. And also the stuff that Exceed has is the stuff that I would have, like showing. Exceed and I are a year at school apart, but we're 2 years difference. The things that we will show our kid of his school books and stuff, I had nearly exactly the same. My handwriting was nearly exactly the same initially. So it's like, we don't want to collect a whole lot of stuff, But I'm excited to show them, you know, my traveling photos and things like that. Like heaps of other different stuff that we did. All right. Yeah, my sister-in-law joked, you must be adopted when she saw it and questioned why it was a different colour. She rang births, deaths and marriages and they told her that she was accidentally. And then she went and asked her mum if it was true. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're just gonna stab this. Just a few times like that. And then you just grab one of these, see if they fit in there. Might need to be bigger. It doesn't impregnate much flavour, but you'll be used in the gravy, which will be nice. Okay, it's not fitting. My dad used me as a prop in his stand-up show. He used a slide projector to pretend he was a horrible father. Oh my God. Your dad's a stand-up comedian? I think you told me this when we were in the US. Is it still mooing? Nope, it doesn't moo, it bars. Go. Go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Push it in, push it in. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Won't buy it for me and hubby. Yeah, that I feel the same. I don't offer it eaten anymore because he doesn't really like it. I have it when I go to my aunt, my mum's. My stepdad cooks it quite often. Something like pork. Or sometimes I'll like this. I'll cook it and I'll eat it over the next few days by myself. Okay, rosemary. We can do the same thing. You can put a little bit underneath, like that. So it kind of like is under. Flavors your sauce. And then we just grab a little bit and we just kind of push it into those holes again as well. So do you celebrate today or do you just like making food for today? Usually, I was saying this the other day, it's a bit different now that I'm older, that like when we were younger, like 10 years ago, we've always had a barbecue and just being together with friends and family. That's always what it's been for us. But we used to have a lot of friends over. We used to do like a lot of drinking games and like things with friends. But now it's like way more quieter now that we're older. And I don't know if there's fireworks. I don't think there is anymore, or if there ever was. I think there used to be fireworks in the city, but I don't think I ever went. I think Molly's exaggerating. I don't mind them. I didn't know. I thought you didn't like it. I know that Kelly, my sister-in-law, doesn't like it. Sorry, Exceed. Don't love it, don't hate it. Okay. But I say that about other meats anyway. Yeah, so like, he doesn't really love, I can't press that in with that finger. He'll eat bacon, but he doesn't really like pork. That's because I'm Aboriginal, so I'm a tad The thing, I think with everything is that, like I was saying before, is it's the way that you choose to look at it and the intention that, for me, and the way that I grew up is my parents, my family was very inclusive. We had friends and family from, and my parents owned like a company, and they were very inclusive. It didn't matter where you were from. It's the same the way I look at food. It doesn't matter your race, religion, your culture. That food brings people together, and my family always had an open door policy. So we, at Australia Day or Christmas, every time we had like a gathering, it was open to everybody, and it was a celebration for Australia Day. It was a celebration of the country that we lived in, the friends that we had, the safety that we had, and just being together as like one, as Australians. And it is I always have a weird thing talking about different issues because I don't want to ever be misconstrued. And my intention is that I don't like things to be political on stream ever, but I want it to be a way that we can come together. We acknowledge what, the past and the shit that has gone wrong, but we do better by learning from it, and we do better by giving love and acceptance and acknowledgement, and we move forward, because I feel like we need to, we can't ever be better unless you acknowledge things that have happened, but then you move together and you step forward, you draw a line in the sand that we choose better for ourselves, for our countrymen, and we move forward. And I think that that's my personal belief, and I don't ever know how I can articulate it in a way that I never find that I'm good with articulating myself and expressing myself the way that my intentions. So it's just easier sometimes that you don't want to express yourself, because people always have issues with things that I say or how I say it, and it's a bigger context. But my intention is always for love and for celebration for us. Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, and I think that it's with Indigenous cultures around the world, there is things that have happened by many people that you shouldn't be proud of, but I hope that we can acknowledge that things have happened in a way, but I also think that it's the sins of a father shouldn't be, bought, there's no right way there's a bigger discussion, but the way that I want to, in our community, is to give love to everyone, and food that we're doing should bring people together. And, on Monday, my dad's bringing up yabbies, and he calls them, and it was very interesting, he calls them the Indigenous name, is it Karnaks or, and that's like what we grew up calling them. Like, we grew up in the country eating yabbies, which I forget the name, and I don't want to mispronounce it. We ate bush, what are you doing? Sorry, he's just scratching me. I spent today as a day of getting sausages from Bunnings. Fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, it is, obviously people are going to have, which chili grubs? No, I have to Google it when I can wash my hands. And that's what, it reminded me, because we grew up, that's what we called them. And yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a big believer in intention, the way that everyone's gonna have different opinions and feelings and things like that, and I'm just gonna do me. I can't. I'm too old and ugly and what are they called? Old, ugly, and something else. Is Juby the word you're looking at? No, it's let me have a look. Name for so Yabby itself is an indigenous word from the Wemba Wemba language. Yabby, but it's like it starts with C. It starts with like Kunaks, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think. Western Australia, they're called a Kunak, a Giggly, or a Marin. So Yabbies are native to Australia. Kunak. K-O-N-A-C, Kunak. So my dad's bringing them hopefully live. He's going to put the nets in on Sunday night and bring them up so that you guys can see them live. And then we're going to catch them. Yeah, I always thought that was I don't know. I always thought Kunak was the indigenous name, but maybe Yabby is. I don't know. It's K-O-O-N-A-C, Kunak. Anyway. We've done a bush grub stream before years ago where we did, I couldn't get witchetty grubs, but we used like lemon myrtle, macadamias, bush pepper. We got like 7 or 8 different types. Like we used, what are the lime, desert lime? The like key lime, finger limes. Is Kunak an insult? Is it? Sounds like an insult for Canadians. Like a Canuck? That's not an insult, is it? Anyway, so pepper. When we were at school, it was really, really cool. We did like the Noongar people in our area. The tribe, kind of the larger kind of tribe, we would go on camps and we would learn about native ingredients and native foods that were available in our area, and then you would like use them to cook. It was really cool. And there's things that we use every day that you don't realise that are native Australian. Macadamias, for instance. A lot of people eat them internationally and they don't realise that they're native to Australia. So here we've got garlic, onion, rosemary, olive oil, and we're going to add some salt and pepper. See you, Silver Bullet. Have a great day. I assume you're going down south. Salt, like that. Anything else we do? Look at that. Beautiful. I could add some rosemary oil in there as well, but I think that looks good. So we're just going to roast that for about 50 to 60 minutes. See what happens. Guys, I thought we turned the oven on. Oh my God, the power turned off. Damn it. No, whatever. It's going to just go in a cold oven and render off the fat. Also, people think Australian Shepherds are from Australia. Are they not? I'd never heard of an Australian Shepherd until I saw Jen from Bohemian Breads. We had power failure here overnight too. What day was it? We went out walking the dogs. We came home and it was very, very strange. We came home from a dog walk and the dogs peed on each other. If you've got dogs, 2 dogs, you'll know that sometimes, especially when they're small dog and log dog, they like to pee in the same area, and often they'll pee on each other accidentally. So we had to wash them, and then we washed them, and then we realized the power had like flicked out one side of our house. We didn't understand where it came from, what happened. And we thought that maybe some water got in a power plug or something, surged, and the whole side, my office, Exceed's office, the whole like corner of our house was out of power. It was so weird. We were so close to like calling an electrician. We didn't know what was working, so Exceed run power cords from one side of the house to his office so that he could continue working. And then we thought, it's out of hours. We don't want to call an electrician now. It's going to cost us heaps. Let's see if it comes on in the morning. So like, it was just how things happen. My girlfriend rang me and we had this massive conversation about like life and things. The first thing she said was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh, told her about the power. And she's like, oh shit, because her husband's an electrician. I didn't think anything of it. And then we were chatting for about 45 minutes. And then she said to her husband, walked in and she told him what happened. And she's like, he was like, let me talk to her. And he's like, I just want you to do something. He was like, go and get a screwdriver or get something. And the base of the screwdriver, I just want you to go to your meter box and I want you to hit. It's burning. Hit the fuse, like the switch. Hit it a few times around a side and then flick it back on. Bloody worked. He just said there's like energy built up. There's like a spring that doesn't release and it will keep switching it off with the humidity sometimes in the air in summer, and saved us like hundreds of dollars from just hitting the meter box. It was very, very weird. So yeah, that's how our power went off, and now it's back on. Oh no, long tangent, sorry. Jen's shepherds were so beautiful, they were. I had no idea Australian Shepherd breed of herding dog that despite its name is developed in the United States. Wow. Wow. So where did it get its name, Australian Shepherd? One of my favourite Twitch clips is a dog. They used to eat ice, I remember that. In technology doesn't work, hit it. Seems to be the play. Crazy. It's not have you tried turning it on and off again, it's like have you tried hitting it? I feel like something's burning. It's very weird. Okay. Next thing we're going to make is I'm going to turn the other oven on because the food will start smelling like our slice will end up smelling like roast. So very lucky that we've got two ovens. We don't often use them both at the same time. Reset, defrost by timer. Okay. I love me some percussion maintenance. Some people say they came from Spain and were taken to Australia and USA. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna I need to defrost the pastry sheets. We're doing sausage rolls and we're doing this coconut slice, which is eventually I want on the website. Damn it. I don't know if you have the same thing, that you pull something out of the oven and then everything else falls, like stacked. Okay. Easy. So, we need some butter. We're gonna need some coconut, flour, baking powder, baking soda, baking powder, cocoa powder, coconut, egg. So let's go into the pantry first. So brown sugar, 1 egg, plain flour, baking powder, coconut. And then icing sugar, more cocoa. You got that? Do you remember? So we need baking powder, icing sugar, cocoa. What else? Plain flour. Oh, self-raising flour. I might use some of the self-raising flour. Because I seem to be out of plain flour. I've only got baker's flour, so that's fine. That'll be fun. Okay, so instead of plain flour, I'm using bread flour, which is kind of not ideal, but whatever. 1 egg. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. 30-second recap. Good morning, goodie. Oh no, this is for M Potsober from before. I don't know why the chat isn't updated here. But we've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. We've done last time on All Things Food. We've done our roast lamb. It's in the oven. And now we're making other food. And that's your 30-second recap. Oh, coconut. I don't know if it's shredded or desiccated. Let's go shredded and we'll just go from there. Molly's 30-second recaps are either under 10 seconds or over a minute. True. They even eat each other out after a while. Just send some beat up chin. Okay, so butter. Do you have any butter in? No bench butter. I actually don't remember the last time I used butter. My fats and oils been reduced. Okay. Yeah. Exceed said we watched Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. Pray, not pray as in like we're going to shoot the prey. Pray as in pray and obey. Very interesting. FLDS. I don't know. Mormon culture isn't big in Australia, from my understanding, but learning about the FLDS is really interesting. Eat, Pray, Love is more romantic. So good documentary it's on Netflix, Exceed. We thought it was quite baffling, quite worrying, and pretty shitty ending. Okay, so oven 180 degrees Celsius. We're gonna need a 20 by 30 tin. So I think it's this. This is 20 by 30. Or a 9 by, what do you guys call it? A 9 by 13 pan is a bit bigger, but this is 20 by 30. One of them. So in reality, it's 12 by 8. But you can just do a little bit leaner. Everything starts off great, but it almost always ends badly. I just learned churches used a lot of donations to buy property, and Mormons own like a lot of across the country. Yeah, but it was more worrying. It's not about the religion in general. It's more their practices, the FLDS arm of Mormon. Their what's it called? Like multiple marriages, underage marriages, things like that. That was like the shocking part, and that was allowed, and the control and things like that this documentary showed. Okay, so place butter, brown sugar, eggs in a large bowl. Sift flours and okay. Not this coconut, so we need shredded, desiccated, not shredded coconut. So this is something that we would have at like birthday parties, gatherings, and there's, my God. Hey Google, add desiccated coconut to my shopping list. All right.
Okay,
So we're gonna have that
I
shredded.
added desiccated coconut to the list called
Desiccated
shopping.
coconut. All right. We need 150 grams of butter. Sorry. So much stuff. If I was trying not to fall asleep in my mashed potatoes, do I not get in trouble for taking a picture? Gonna head off for the night. See ya, beware, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry that you've fallen asleep with my smooth, beautiful voice. Dedicated coconut sounds so violent. Desiccated. Okay. Hey Google, add scales to my shopping list. I hate this. I hate this, I
Okay.
hate this, I hate
I added scales to the list called shopping.
Guys. I don't want... There's like something like over the sensor or something where you just can't press. This is why I threw these scales, like stopped using these scales, because you just can't touch. It's like not changing the unit. And now they're turned off. Pounds isn't accurate. Go to grams. My other scales that I bought months ago say that they're low, even though you've charged them, and I put the link. Thank you. Sorry, I keep forgetting to see. Oh my God. They worked so nicely the other day. It's like there's a touch screen, but it just won't activate. I hate this. I said to you, this for a long time in my cooking career, cooking life, I always swore by mechanical scales because this shit didn't happen. Do I have a hidden other? Okay. Just see if we clean them, they get better. Okay, on. Oh yeah, okay, now they're working. Now they just need a little bit of love. 0. Cool. Okay. I'm just not gonna ask about it, just gonna take it that it's a W. Okay, so we need 125 grams, cool. $137 before I get back. Remember that in case it zeros. Butter. So this is Devondale butter. It's 84% butterfat. What does it say? $137, still there. And we need to melt it and cool it, okay? Too much. Like this before. Here we go. Just a bit over. Don't tell anyone. And we just talk. All right, looks good. Microwave. So what have you been watching recently, playing? I know there's, again, like, there's just controversy everywhere these days. And things that people are hating on, whatever. Who playing in Pal World, whatever it's called. Is it Pal World? Knew a few people playing, loving it, enjoying it. I don't know. I don't know too much about the whole AI thing, but I don't care that it's a copy of Pokemon. Okay. That's not melted. Jayfro, what's your feelings on Pal World? Abstaining? Yeah? Like, as you know, Exceed said yesterday, Digimon is a copy of is similar. Everything, you know, if Call of Duty can be similar to Battlefield, which can be similar to whatever, like everything's a copy of or is inspired by everything that we see, and everything that we do is inspired by something around us. Why did no one complain about Temtem being in a Pokemon clone? I don't know. Am I familiar with Temtem, Exceed? Am I familiar with Temtem? No. Exceed said no.
But it's more like Pokemon than Power.
More like Pokemon than Power World. Okay. I don't have strong feelings about copyright protection. Everything has always been a remix. That's it. Yeah. All right. So butter, basically all melted. Not really, but still. Okay. So we want 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. At least introduces new mechanics and activities. Temtem is quite literally a Pokemon with different... Okay. Dinkum was like... yeah, totally true. Dinkum was an Animal Crossing clone. And it's just some things take inspiration and do things different. Like, that's what I believe. Like, with what I do, there's like no copyright protection for recipes and recipe creation and things like that. And it's all about marketing and what you do with it. Okay, 1 cup of brown sugar. So we've got 150 grams of butter, salted butter, of course. And like, if you have a painting or a picture or whatever, someone sees it and they do something different, similar but different, like, that's the same as AI. Like, things are always going to be interpreted, and it's a different creation. Like, I thought about this yesterday. So, like, was thinking about creating a new Instagram handle called Perth Food Photographer. There is another person called Perth Food Photography, and they've got a website and things like that. But I know that if people search in Perth Food Photographer, I'll come up. It's like, and I was thinking, like, is that ethical? Is that allowed? Like, but it's a word. Like, they can't protect the word Perth Food Photographer. You know what I mean? And it's does their own take on it, their own spin, their own personality. Okay, test this. Yum. I'm gonna add a little bit of my favorite, vanilla bean paste, a little bit or a lot. Then we're gonna go ahead and add 1 egg. Where's my egg? Cadê meu ovo? Aqui. Molly is a Julia Child clone. No way, baby. I am Maggie Beer, the new Maggie Beer. Or someone called me Rachel Ray once. I don't know how I feel about that. I didn't even know who Julia Child was until the movie came out. Very American. I'll take Nigella. Maggie Beer is an Australian reference, but Nigella, how about that? I don't have sex appeal like Nigella though. Oh, this is just so luxurious. The Aussie Nigella. I'd like to have a food product line like Maggie Beer. How old do you think Nigella is? Probably about like 55? Hey Google, how old is Nigella?
Nigella Lawson is 64 years old.
No way! 64? Damn, she slaps. Woo! Do you think she's had work done? Damn. Molly's unique, one of a kind. And that's all I aim to be me. I can't please everyone, as long as I can please a few of you. Kay's cooking clone. I said that last stream. 60. You said that she was 64 last stream? Damn. Whew. She's just doing the Botox. She's beautiful, and so is Molly. Like, oh, stop it. Stop it. Keep it coming. Okay, so we need flour, cocoa powder. Let's go. So shake the coconut. So this has 2 brands of cocoa powder in there, and so I just mix them because I bought a different one this time, and I didn't want to change the label. So who's Kay? Kay's cooking clone. Who's Kay? Luxurious, baby. Yeah, I don't think of myself as have a lot of sex appeal, but Nigella just oozes sex appeal. Okay, we need 1/4 cup cocoa powder. You can sift this. No, you do sift this. What my rule is, don't have to really sift flour unless you're making sponge, but always sift cocoa powder because you will regret it if you don't. Okay. This bitch clumps. Kay cannot cook, but she tries. Who's Kay? Who are we talking about? Molly is not Kay's cooking, although Kay is so sweet. She tries so hard with her spaghetti sticks and her onions. She's the OG horrible cook. And she knows that she's bad. Poor girl. But she does it, like, do you think she plays it up? Kay's cooking on YouTube. Guys, why does no one share this shit with me? Why do you always know, like, everyone knows about this person that makes lunches for her husband and makes Ben's bentos or something. And now everyone knows Kay. Why do I have to live under a rock? I'll take a bento. You take me to the sushi place and you can have a bento. The issue that the town that we live in has, like, I think maybe 1 sushi train, and it's pretty shit. They do have a sushi that I like, with salmon sushi, but everything else is shit. So we need to find more sushi. I don't know who Kay is. Thank you, Ash. You've never seen Kay's cooking on YouTube? She's terrible and she uses her son to taste stuff. That's unfortunate. Okay, I don't have any desiccated coconut, so I'm gonna see if I can put this shredded coconut into the blender and blend it to make it finer. What could go wrong? It started when we were younger, you were mine, my boo. My boo. Okay, I can't find the thing. How was as opposed to using her Exceed to taste test? Hey, he gets good food to taste. What was the last thing that was bad that he had to taste? Hush. Okay. With that. Always be my boo. Apparently the whole channel was her son's idea. Okay, that's a brave son. Is like how long's the channel been around for? Obviously a long time if you all know it. Okay, just blending. Thank you, Nito. I think that's good. Like 4 years. Damn, that's not long at all. That's like a COVID idea. Okay. I think I'm doing the right thing. I haven't been following my own instructions. Okay. Oh, I think it's okay. You're only supposed to use half of the coconut. You meant to leave some. Nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing wrong. Nothing. Mmm, delicious. Now we need to add flour. So. Nothing. Henry's Kitchen, is that the guy who's like real boring? Like he's got a really monotone voice? No one's, I don't like YouTube videos as much as being live. Let's be honest. Or being live where it's at. Where it's at. Do you agree? She's so sweet and the comments in her channel are so encouraging. I love that. We used to have a wholesome chat like that one day, but then you all turned on me and you went brutal. Look at this. So this is like a brownie, but like it's like a chunkier, like it's meant to be, it's kind of like crumblier, okay? It's got way more flour. It's less even dense than a brownie. It's like a dense cake slice with coconut. It's amazing. And then once we bake it, we let it cool. We put a really thick icing on top. It's kind of like a coconut version of those galaxy brownies you're telling me about. You know, the ones with like the coloured, the Debbie chick, Big Debbie, Little Debbie, Tiny Debbie, Fat Debbie, whatever her name is, Debbie's Treats. She makes these galaxy, are they called galaxy brownies? This is like that, but coconut. Okay. What's Debbie's name? We troll you. Grab this, scrunch it. Ah! Ew. I need to have a Band-Aid on, but it prevents me from washing my hands. I don't like cooking in any format outside of Twitch. You don't like cooking for yourself still, J. Fry? Do we have to stab our hurt finger when we scrunch it? Little Debbie, thank you. Okay, so like that. And what you can do, which I did discuss last time, there's somewhere we have these things here. Okay. Like this. And what you do, these are like stainless steel clips. And you just like push it down, a little bit of overhang. You want it to go like right down into the corners. I bought these for Exceed to do laundry and he never used them. So then I was like, I'll take them into the kitchen. If you don't want my stainless steel pegs, screw you. There we go, look at that. And now we get the mixture before we try to eat a little bit more of it. Mmm, yum. Guys, it's so good. My mum looked at me when I scrunched it and said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing a molly." Yes, that is a VIP moment. I love that, Hells Bells. You can moisten it as well, and it softens into a better shape. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. I'm gonna remake this and take photos and do a video, and it's gonna be in the new website recipe. Because everyone seems to like the jelly slice and the Mars bar slice. The Aussie recipes, especially on Pinterest. Any recipe that like has Aussie in front of it seems to like go off. So make sure you make this. It's delicious. It's like my childhood. Like the memory of making this was with my cousin. I would have been about 10. I just remember us making it together. And so it's quite thin. You spread it out quite thin because it's going to puff up very slightly. And then you're going to, from there, bake it, cool it, and then ice it. You don't want your food going off? Huh? What did I say? It's gonna go off in a good way. Go into the corners. Going off means going bad. Yeah. But like going off like goes off like a off like a rocket can also mean like that. It goes off like it's very popular. I don't know what context I said it in, but it didn't mean, I mean like it goes off, like it goes. This is a 20 by 30 centimeter pen. So it's 8 by 12 inches. You could do it a little bit smaller. Square dish would work as well. If you want it a bit fatter, it's up to you. Each their own. Like a frog in a sock. Yeah. Get me out of here. Oh, so much sugar. It was so good. Yeah, lamington sliced in, yep. Yum. Now put that baby in the oven. Nope, take your things off first. Take them off. Stainless steel pegs. You can leave them out in the sun, but I don't know if you can put them in the oven. That doesn't go in there, goes in here. All right, we didn't set a timer for the lamb. Molly intentionally sabotaged my joke by making us explain it, sorry. It's one of my features, as Exceed says. Sorry. It's really hard to understand when you guys are joking. You need to put a kappa behind it or cap it or sometimes in front of it. Because sometimes I don't see the kappa at the end. Sorry. Lizzaroni! Thank you for 23 months. I got really excited to see you, Liz. Liz, thank you for 23 months. Oh, it's all right. I'll choke for you. Now, Exceed, go back in the, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't stress me too much. I can just watch the lamb to see how it looks. My really bad habit, bad trait, is I'll take it out and I'll slice the side off. So yummy. Okay. Feels like yesterday. Okay. I think my brain is going to explode overall, but she just got back from Chicago, Exceed. She's traveling. She's a traveler now. Okay. here is the pastry puff, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up, everyone turn to your Molly Christmas ebook. It's still available on the merch store. Very Molly Christmas, has delicious recipes made for all year round. We're gonna find the sausage roll recipe. This is what Exceed requested. Feels like forever ago Christmas, doesn't it? Doesn't Christmas feel like a long time ago? Okay. Sausage rolls. 500 grams of beef, 1 red onion. Well, we've got brown onion today, so we're gonna use that. I did an Italian beef sandwich, unimpressed personally, damn. Off to Baltimore, Maryland. Please eat crab for us. We went to this amazing, Exceed, do you remember? We went to this amazing place, Bohemian Breads and her lovely husband, Anne Clinkett took us to, was it Clinkett? I don't remember who was exactly there now, it was 5 years ago. We went to this really beautiful kind of restaurant pub place that was on the ocean in the town that is Annapolis. Is that the capital? It was amazing, and we had this amazing crab dip that was incredible, and crab cakes. Oh my goodness. That place was so beautiful. Yeah. I dream about those crab cakes. We streamed it right on the water. Yeah. We could probably go back into the YouTube and check where it was. But oh my goodness, it was. I still don't understand the whole thing, like why Baltimore isn't the capital, and like why Baton Rouge and New Orleans isn't the capital, and Sacramento is the capital of California, not LA. Like that is just so confusing to us, because it's like your big, the state's capital is always the biggest town, city. You're going the weekend before Super Bowl. Who's in the Super Bowl this year? What do I need to prepare for? And it's the second, is it the second Sunday of February? Tom Brady, let's go. Let's deflate some balls. That's all I know about. That's all I know about. They like tight ends. They deflate balls. There's not tight asses, they're tight ends. There's a tight end, there's a wide receiver, there's a QB, quarterback. Someone is dating Taylor Swift, and he also has a brother, and they're not in the same team. And they played against each other, is that right? That's all I know. I always wanted to go to an NFL game, but we always go in the wrong season. The Kels brothers, yeah. Aaron Kels? Is that one of those names? She made him famous, right? Not that he was like the is it correct in saying he's like the best tight end in the competition? Is that what I've heard? Not tight ass, tight end. Same, but different. Okay, in here we've got onion. Everyone say onion. We're gonna add some beef and some garlic. He has a tight end, a nice tight end, that's all I know. College football games are cheaper and easier to go to. They're arguably way more. I've heard that. Travis and Taylor are my Roman Empire. I don't know what that means. They're going into battle for you. They're going to make you fall. I've never heard that analogy before. All right. 2 to 4. You can add carrot if you want, but I can't be bothered today. We're going to need some panko breadcrumbs, some Parmesan cheese. I tested this recipe a lot. It's not recommended to use any other cheese than Parmesan. Parmesan gives you the flavor, but not the moisture content. Excuse me. Egg. Are you going to the... Nito's going to live at the stadium until the concert begins. Okay, 1 large egg. What are your opinion on the green parts of garlic? Toss or use? Depending how big they are. If it's a lot of green, then I just remove it. If it's more than the white part, then I throw it out. If it's only a little bit, then I chop it. But it's different situations. Okay. We need 3/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. This keeps the sausage rolls together, gives them some kind of moisture, because we're going to add a little bit of the egg, binds it together, adds a nice moisture. You know that thing not long ago where women were asking men how often they think of the Roman Empire, and heaps were saying they think about it like once daily? I did see a video about that, but I didn't understand what it was about. How often you think about the Roman Empire, and people were saying they regularly think about the Roman Empire. I could say I'd never think of the Roman Empire. Exceed, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? So you're saying that, Nito, you think about the Roman Empire, you think about the Celts brothers often. I think that's like a whoosh for me over my head. I don't understand the whole Roman Empire thing. I need to be better at getting the getting in the in crowd, knowing all this stuff. Red Burrito, welcome back. I am grabbing Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Red lid. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Travis and Taylor's relationship, love them, but Jason, the other brother, seemed like a lot of fun. So there's Travis, Taylor, and Jason. Okay. I heard about the meme. It's probably, see, can you scroll up from it? Okay, so we need a bit of Worcestershire sauce, tablespoon. I heard that about that meme. It's probably at 2 to 3 times a month for me. But what do you mean? What about the Roman Empire do you think about, Joe Fry? It's like, oh wow, they invented this, or I wonder why. Do you ponder where they went? Like what is why, Joe Fry? I don't understand. What do you think about? I'm like, oh, I wonder if this vessel was influenced by the Roman Empire. Who thinks about the Roman Empire, and what do you think about? Travis is dating Taylor Swift. Yes, I know that. Okay. Tomato sauce, ketchup, 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. Down. We need to do the garlic. We've done the onion. We're going to add the beef. Like that. Boof. So it's just beef from Costco. Ground meat. Probably could have been a bit leaner, but that's what I got. It's like 20-10. No, 80-20. Don't worry. It's usually barely about the Roman Empire. Maybe it's just Latin etymology or an aqueduct or something like that, okay? Okay, I need to get to WA and teach you about lentils and Taylor Swift. Okay. Well, the offer's there. You just have to let me cook for you. And try meat. I'm kidding. Is it 40 degrees? Where, Red Burrito? Which area? I don't think it's that temperature here. Okay, we didn't set a timer again for the thing that went in the oven. 25 to 30 minutes. Guys, we're terrible. We're terrible. Oh my God, we're so bad. Hey Google, what is the temperature in Mandurah?
In Mandurah, it's currently 24 degrees.
24 degrees. Hey Google, what is 24 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
24 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cool. Go for a swim in the estuary today. Hopefully. Do some painting. No, yeah, painting. What else are we planning to do, Exceed? We're not painting today. I thought we were. Say that again. I would, but you're not, he's saying. We'll see how we feel this afternoon. We might get some painting done. We've been painting our house. We've done one side of our hallway. Now we do the rest. So by the end of this weekend, we're hoping to have done this whole living room. So that means would have gone around and to the fridge. That's exciting. If anyone knows anyone, speaking about concert tickets, if anyone knows anyone that has 2 pink tickets in Perth that would like to find me pink tickets, if you want to pay for them, that's fine as well, but just find them. I really want to go to Pink. She's coming here in March, the beginning of March, and I've always wanted to go to Pink. This is your house. I have for some reason a fancy apartment. Your house is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we bought the house and we renovated, or we're still renovating, but we built the kitchen specifically for stream, and we love it. It's looking even better and better every few weeks. We do something different and getting there. But painting's the worst. Okay. Oh my God, guys, the faces that when I paused the stream, the other day I was doing this, when I paused the stream, look what I'm doing today. Look at that. Look at that facial expression. Look at that. Red Burrito, you're just looking at yourself. But that face. Okay. My search history is a double cut roll. If anyone knows what a double cut roll is, please let me know. Okay, so we've got panko breadcrumbs, parmesan. Screenshot it. Nah, I don't want a picture of myself. I think a little bit highly of myself, but not that much. Okay, just gonna test this out. I think that's done. Okay, that's our slice. I'm pretty sure it's done. If it's not, then my bad. Yeah, I think it's done. It's so thin. Let it cool. Don't touch it. Don't try and eat it. That's more of a note to myself. Don't try and eat it. What are you doing dressed as? Oh, you're not talking to me. Nito, what are you going dressed as? And Nito, she's not doing bracelets. She's already just got one for her and her friend. This, Ashley, is chocolate coconut slice. I'm making it for you guys because it's an Australian treat today, but it's going to be on the website. It's going to be delicious. It's going to have like a thick frosting on top. Okay. Wait. Wait, what? It is delicious. What did I just read something about the Taylor Swift concert? I'm not going because she's not coming to WA, and I wouldn't have got to be able to get tickets anyway. But Nito's going. Anyone else? I know Narnia Kid's going. I have sparkly play suit, boots, and heart glasses. You guys go hard. Nito, what day I'm going? Yes, Nito is going. Anyone else going to Taylor Swift? Anyone going to Pink? I know I'm an old generation that likes Pink, big Pink fan. I think she's hard ass, she's great. Melbourne N3, night 3. Nito, why didn't you go to night 1? Okay, this is Parmesan. Take the rind off. And then we want half a cup, 50 to 60 grams. Pink ticket that I don't think is sold if you want it for Perth. I'd love that. I just want to go to Pink so bad. No, I think it's Sydney. Night 3 is sure to be better. Got to warm up for the venue. I agree with that. Like, it's like you always think about like, are they going to do a better show on one? If not, it's VIP, and I'd happily give it away for discounted. It would cost me like $600, and then flights and accommodation. I'd love to come to Sydney and go to Pink, but I'll have to, for now, I have to wait. See if there's one in Perth. Paraglyphics, welcome back. Rational fear of cheese graters, or I won't show my finger then. I chopped it off 2 weeks ago. I didn't grate it. I feel like grating is more painful. I have a very, very fully rational fear of mandolins. Yeah, I think a lot of people, everyone freaks out when I get my mandolin out. Okay, so Swifties, tell me what else you're doing. Swifties, what else you doing? You wear the bracelets, you wear the glitter. Do you have like a ritual, like a mating ritual when you see each other? Do you like fluff your wings or something? Like, what do y'all do? When you walk up to another Swiftie, you have like a secret handshake. For some reason, Pink is very popular in Australia because she's like relates a lot to Australian culture. You know, like she doesn't care too much about, you know, certain things. She's outspoken, very like real honest. I'm making bracelets in bulk. Outfit prepped. Tell us about your outfit. Getting my makeup professionally done for my fabulous. You guys are gonna have the best time. I'm so excited for all of you. You pick an area and dress up in that costume. An era. Oh, because it's the eras, like, white people call it the eras. Everyone's calling it eras. I've seen on the radio, like, heard. The eras. Era. So an era of her. But I feel like everyone that I've seen is doing sparkles. Or is that just Taylor? Everything Taylor does is sparkles. I'm Reputation era, bad bitch era. I like it. I like it. Are you wearing some type of sparkly Lily Mae? Exceed, what would you wear? What era would you do, Exceed? There are chance to. Love it. Shake it off era, okay. And what would you wear? What do the guys wear? Like whole grain mustard. We love this stuff, so we always have at least 2 jars in the house. How much? 1 tablespoon. Okay. Because he could wear his new shirt. His new shirt isn't what you're thinking, J. Fry. Maybe he'll show it. It's not like a Hawaiian shirt this time around. Okay, we're gonna go in with some salt and pepper, some S&P, S, PP. J. Fry would appreciate more than most. Yeah, I understand, but he thinks it's like a. J. Fry's thinking that it's like a. What do you call it? Like a funky shirt. I'm gonna change this. A floral button-up. Yeah, that's what he's thinking it is. Shake It Off was 1989. I was in my mum's belly in 1989. You were. He's a 1% baby. Okay. Oh, same age as Tay-Tay. No, but he was born in 1990. No, Exceed, you weren't in your mum's belly in 1989. You were born at the end of 1990. She's older than you. I was thinking, because I was like, yeah, and then I realised, I was like, no, that's not true. Okay, so in here we've got ground beef, onion, garlic. We didn't add carrot this time, but panko breadcrumbs, parmesan, an egg, tomato sauce or tomato ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, whole grain mustard, salt and pepper. Oh, we didn't add parsley, but that's okay. And you just mix it. He was still technically in his mum. My little sister was 89. I was a 92 baby. It's so funny, like, thinking of how old your parents were when they had you. Like the idea of, like, my mum was 24 years old when she had me and I was her 3rd child. The idea of us having 3 kids when I was like 8 years ago is disgusting. Like, there was no way, like we just got ready to, like, the idea of having kids. But having a kid like at 19, 20 and then 24, it's just the things that our parents did. Or even maybe you guys had kids young. His new shirt. Looks good.
I was asked when I was climbing Mount Kilimanjaro,
Yeah.
I was asked by my guide, because you just have conversations on the trails,
Yeah.
when do you think your life began?
Yeah. It's a really deep.
It's an interesting question, right?
Can you guys hear what he's saying? Can you hear what Exceed said? Did Exceed get a haircut? No. He's had that haircut since Christmas Eve. He wouldn't get... okay, you want my story, his story? My story's better, and my story's the truth, according to me. He wouldn't get a haircut, and his hair was scruffy. And so I said to him, if you don't get a haircut, I'm going to cut it. He said, okay. And I said, I hate cutting your hair, but if you're not going to get a haircut, I'm going to get a haircut.
You didn't say any of that.
He just saying, oh, you didn't say any of that. So I gave him a haircut, and then I thought it was not very good. So we tried again, worse. I watched a video and everything, still wasn't very good. So I got him to go to get a haircut at the place, and she said that she bagged me out, the hairdresser bagged me out, and said not to let me near his hair, blah, 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 blah. She fixed it, but she made it really short. So it's just growing out now. That looks like it was really short at Christmas. I think it's partly when your mum's eggs formed in your grandmother. Yeah. We're all our grandmas. Okay, so three sheets of pastry, like this. Should we look at the lamb? So this is like cooling down, it's still hot under here. So you don't want to take it out because it will collapse, like it'll bend. So just try to elevate it so it's got some airflow for underneath. All right, let's get the lamb. The lamb. Ready? We don't know how long the lamb's been in here, but it's looking good. I'll turn it around so it looks better for you. Look at that. Look at that lamb. Good golly, Miss Molly. Thank you, Crazy JD. Welcome in. So, Hellsbell said baste it with some honey. What about maple syrup? So we've got the onion underneath is kind of making the gravy. Spread that around. Oh, I just banged. There we go. Banged my lip. All right, we'll take a little bit of this slice off. Have a little taste. Mmm. Yum. Show your face. Look at that. I think the same viscosity that you have. It's quite thick. Too gamey. Any tips to getting into it? Try it like in like lamb curries, things like that. You want to go lamb rather than mutton. Mutton's got like a more intense flavour. A lot of curries are usually made with mutton. Having it in like a sauce, making lamb curry, lamb, like Moroccan lamb, things like that, where it's got a sauce, so that you don't eat the plain meat on its own. It's kind of got other flavours in it. Is a really great way to introduce yourself to it. That's the way I always recommend. Drown the bitch in gravy, basically. Okay. Look at this. Look at that. Delicious. Yeah, I agree with that. Mint jelly is the way. Cooked internal temperature. Hey Google, what is the internal temperature for lamb? Skin looks good. Hey Google, what is the cooked internal temperature for lamb?
On the website australianlamb.com.au, they say, the meat thermometer test. Medium rare 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. Medium 65 to 70
So I'm
degrees
still
Celsius.
at 44, so I've still got another
Medium
20
well done,
degrees to
70
go.
degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Well done 75 degrees Celsius.
Thanks. All right, so I'm gonna grab some honey. We're gonna put some honey on it, and then 70 is the go. Like medium rare. What am I? That's molasses. I don't want molasses. Molasses. Oh, mint jelly, I don't think I've ever tried. Mint jelly is the only way to go. Don't do mint sauce. Mint jelly is the better way. Bit of honey over top of there. Delish. All right. I'm just going to go another little slice just to try a little bit more because I'm very hungry. See, it's a bit pink. It's a little bit harder to... The edges are going to cook quicker than the inside in the middle. Look at that. That's sensational. Mmm. 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 Tomato sauce? No way. You like everyone in my family. I don't really eat tomato sauce on anything or ketchup. Shame, shame, shame. Okay, hello Chess. Good morning, welcome in. Is tomato and lamb controversial? Not really, it's not controversial. It's like, imagine getting really delicious food and then just putting ketchup all over it. Like, it's just like sacrilege type thing. Or in our house, the equivalent is creating anything good and then Exceed puts Cholula on anything, everything. It's just that like tomato sauce or ketchup, what you guys call ketchup, we call tomato sauce. It's that it has so much sugar and vinegar in it that it kind of like makes everything taste the same, kind of ruins the flavor sometimes. Like sometimes it's needed, like on a hot dog, you know, lamb chops, things like that. But sometimes it's not necessary. Hey, big guy. Good chat. It's because Exceed has refined taste buds. I'm a Tabasco girly, so I get it. All right, wash your hands. I did get another egg, didn't I? Yep. We're gonna need that egg wash. So, wash your hands. And what you wanna do is hands free, carefree, here. We'll go this one actually, double. So, you've got puff pastry sheets like this, cut in half. And what we wanna do is put our beef along here, create it like a sausage. That's why they're called sausage sizzle, sausage roll, not a sausage sizzle, sausage roll. All the dogs bring, hey, all the meat smells bring the dogs to the yard, to the kitchen, and they're like, with my ween. Cholula is very good. Exceed, it's a tricky one to recommend. I would say maybe 1 or 2 more US trips before Minnesota. And it's best visit in spring, autumn. Okay? I put my mix in a piping bag to pipe. That's a good idea. Oh, I'm not that organised, hell's bells. It's a great hack. But the time it would take me to do that, it's just easier to do this. So 3 sheets of puff pastry. It's kind of divided. You could weigh it, but it's just by sight and feel. I like the idea. What have you chucked in your mix? You have to check out my ebook, Very Molly Christmas, but there's beef, whole grain mustard, garlic, onion, Worcestershire sauce, tomato sauce, panko, egg, heaps more stuff. Not heaps more, it's very simple, but it's very delicious. All right. Press like that, like this. Go all the way to the edges. you don't want to work this mixture too much because then you kind of activate the protein. It goes like, it sticks to each other like meat, and then it becomes like gluey and like really firm. Molly, where can people find this recipe? In AVMC, a Very Molly Christmas ebook. I think it's like 23, 24 Australian dollars, which works out to be like 16 US. It's recipes that you can make all year round, but like family recipes that we eat are in the summertime. Oh, and this has got parmesan, yeah. So the reason I did test this recipe with cheddar, but cheddar has too much fat in it and moisture, and it just makes the sausage rolls really soggy. So we did go through a few variations, didn't we, Exceed? Okay, like that. And what you want to do is just go from here, fold this over, kind of like that. Pull this blue cover over and then roll it onto the seam. Pick it up like this. And what I like to do, just make sure that it's double layered. It's got a seam, then flip it back. Kind of shape it as you want. You want to make sure there's no air bubbles or air pockets, so it's quite tight. Outfit uploaded. All right, I'll have to have a look. There we go. This. So kind of rubbing, if you go like this with your hand motion, kind of pushes the excess filling. Molly, our nurse, always concerned about air bubbles. It's somewhat of a fallacy, the amount of air in a syringe or whatever, in certain circumstances. It's not a good idea to have air in your line, but you need, especially for an adult, you need quite a bit of air as an air embolus, to create an air embolus, sorry. More worried for a kid. I'm going to send through the bracelets I'm making. Fantastic. Nito was telling us about the symbolism of the bracelets, of how they came about. It's great to see. That's what I like about hearing, everyone's passionate about Taylor and music and more the community behind it, the community that she's created. It's fantastic. Peel this back. There we go. Queen, look at that fit. That stockings are gorgeous. Chester, would you wear stockings one day? Chester. Okay. Chester got the all okay from his doctor, Dr. Catherine, yesterday. Not yesterday. What day is it today? On Wednesday, he went to the doctor for a checkup for his chemo. Same regime, no changes, which is great. You're great, isn't it? You're a good boy. And we go back in 2 months. Well, the beginning of, it's just over 2 months. So it's like 9 weeks for a checkup. Hey? Yes, he's great. He's an expensive man, aren't you? You're an expensive little boy, but he's doing good. All right, so just slice them. We're going to slice them in quarters. I like them in quarters. Just nice big pieces. You can do them smaller if you want. Big Seed, you okay with quarters this size? Or do you want smaller? Or bigger? He said it's fun. You want some? Yeah, it's really good. He's doing really well. And that's all we could have asked, you know. We didn't think he would be around in October, let alone for Christmas, let alone in April. We're very lucky. And all we can ask is that he'll be around for as long as possible. I live in hope that maybe he'll see, you know, he'll be around, and if we can have a little baby, then he'll be able to see it. But just taking day by day, as always. All right. Rustic size. I live on the phone, up on the phone, in distance. Got you open, now you're floating, so you got to dance from. All right, raw meat. You want to wipe your bench after this? Get around. It's a bit uneven, but whatever. I gotta make you feel alright. Come baby, just party with me. Ramia's starting to lose money on the doggy life insurance policy he took out on Chester though. Space them out slightly if you can fit. You can fit that many across. They do love each other secretly. Not a matter of time before you get to lose your mind. Can't believe I just did that. So I did it again. True brothers. Yeah. And speaking of brothers, my mum just got a new dachshund. His name's Hennessy whiskey. Because it was Tennessee whiskey, but Tennessee's a bit hard to say. Tenny and How, so we call him Henny and How. And so he looks identical to How. Basically, you can only tell them apart by the collar. A long boy, yeah. My pick's up at now. Okay. Let me just chuck this up in the oven and then we'll go from there. So, egg, whisk it. What do you like on your sausage roll? Do you like sesame seeds? Do you like poppy seeds? Do you like nothing? Do you like it naked? Look at these. Look at all these sausage rolls. Jeff, I can't stop thinking about Robin, the twins. When's he stream? Oh, so that's so exciting. So this will be their second and third kid. So if you guys know another cooking streamer, Chef de Party. A lot of people changed their, like Mrs. Ruby. A lot of people that we used to watch and we used to be friends with, like we're still, I suppose, we're not non-friends, but they just like changed stream times like during COVID and with their life. Don't really see them live anymore because I don't really spend much time on Twitch when I'm not live or around the time I'm live, so you kind of lose contact. Second and third off the white, nice. How exciting, having twins, identical twins. Oh, Molly! I turned the oven off. It's fine. Okay. So I like sesame seeds. We'll do some poppy and we'll do some plain. Okay? There we go. And then poppy seeds. I bought some more sesame seeds yesterday. If I was a sesame, where would I be? They have a 10-year plan for fitting all 5 of them in an overpriced Vancouver apartment. Oh my goodness. That's the other thing is, like, my girlfriend I was talking to yesterday, they want to start like trying for their second, but they live in like a townhouse and they're like, it's a two bedroom, maybe it's a 3, but like they know that there's not enough room for all of them. So they're going to try and house hunt, but she's like in the current market, it's crazy. Sesame who? Sesame C. I see myself out. Sesame. There are pink tickets left for WA. Only single seats. It means I have to go by myself. I don't want to go general admission. I want to have a seat. I'm an old lady. No, I found 2. Where? It's half the cost if you go by yourself. I don't know if I don't know if I want. Like, I would want to. I wouldn't enjoy it by myself. They are general admission though now, so I don't want to go general admission. I want to go seats. I want the sides. I know. I'm a choosy beggar. I know things will come up at like later on, like closer in the next few months, few weeks. All right, into the oven. Okay, that looks amazing. Show me your photos of Cad. I want to see your Taylor Swift outfit. Okay, so we have there's a thing here called Plain Discord. There we go. Look at me. I'm a real. Oh, it's not set up. Okay, we do this. We do it like this now. My what? What's your? You want to Taylor Swift? What's your outfit? The mailman doesn't come on these days, does it? Whoa! Yum shock. Okay, dinner and cleanup complete. I'll have to VOD what I missed. No worries. This looks delicious. What is going on out there? Remy. They just included resale tickets and there are heaps, including seated. Are you on the Ticketmaster website? I was there yesterday. Shock, that looks delicious. I love shrimp and grits. I have to have a look, Nito. Send me where you're looking. Grumpa Red, thank you for 6 months. Thank you for continuing your sub. Thank you for being a part of our community. It's lovely to see you. How's things been? Happy New Year. Well, Exceed is here. He's here. Okay, what am I got? Photo share? What is that? This is where I keep. I wanted to show everyone on stream where you keep your keys. Lyra and Tamina's cat. It's already tomorrow here. Yes, it's Friday. Orpha, look, George. He's a cute boy. What breed is George? What else we got? Jeff. Okay, this is really, so going through Exceed's mum's memories and her things. So Exceed's mum passed away. We've had her belongings for years and we're just going through them. Fun fact, this guy, very famous, does it at like the Eka and different like shows, kind of like fairs down the East Coast. On the right, his mum's silhouette was 1970 when she was a young girl. And then mine was done in about 1999, 2000. The same guy did this, like the silhouette of us. How cool is that? Like 30 years apart. Amazing. So that's his mum, and that's me. So I just thought that was cool. I thought I'd share. His name is S. John North. Yeah, really cool, huh? All right, Lily Mae, am I able to show on stream? Are you okay with that? I'll just show these for now and let me know. Nito, are you okay for me to share on stream? It's a really cool memory, yeah. Eras tour, love it. Are you still making them? Put like 2024 or something like that so that when you think about it, like if you see this in 20 years, you remember what year it was from. Just little things that I like when people send me cards and things like that. I like when people put dates on it because going through memories the last few weeks, it's really nice when you put a date on it or like when you remember. Because you might forget or like someone picks this up, you know, your kid or your relative or whatever in 20, 30 years, they go Eras tour and they know what year it was or they can like know when it, you know, kind of recall that. Fantastic. Yeah, go for your life. All right, so we've got Nito Burrito. This is Karma is my bestie. Did you make this? I'm wearing this with block knee-high boots, heart glasses, and pink heart earrings. Excuse my Mr. B's ADHD bathroom. Huh? Dang, so cool. Did you just go put this on? This is amazing. I love this. You're gonna look amazing. That's so cool. I can imagine it with the boots. Let's show the shake again. Except she's shaking it off. Shake it off. Look at those tassels. Hot to trot, that's it. This is from when it first came, so I had to chuck it on. Nice. It's very sparkly, fantastic. And Lily Mae, are you okay with me showing yours? I didn't get confirmation, so I just want to make sure because I don't want to ever show anything on stream. Anything cool that I can, because it's one thing posting it in like a private Discord and then it's another thing to then show on stream with hundreds, thousands of people. All right, let's have a look. Ready? Oh, it's, hey, look. Damn! Look at that. I love the stockings. That is very cool. Do the shoes, the boots have shimmer on them too? That is very cool. You're gonna look amazing. They're snakes. Okay, I don't know, I don't really like snakes, but if I didn't see the snake head, I would think that they were really cool. They look like shapes. I'm just gonna pretend that they're shapes. Amazing. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Amazing, guys. I love it. Smoking. Okay. Let's make some frosting. So for this guy, so what we need is this. This. Hey Google, turn on Alexa. Taylor Swift concerts must go off. Yeah.
Turning Alexa on.
Nothing like the Coldplay concert that I went to, or any concert I've been to. I didn't get dressed up like that. So dope. Okay, so we need some butter, cocoa powder, icing sugar, bang, It's a boiling water. Best part, whole outfit for under $100. Bang. Look at that. Got to be happy with that, right? And Tamina, thank you so much for 9 months. Come on in. It's great to have you part of the community. Hello. Yep, happy Australia Day. Yep, it's fun. Confession time. I cried a little bit watching the concert movie. That's fantastic. It's sentimental. It's meaningful to you. Brings up good vibes. It's great. Okay, so we need sugar, like that. Okay, frosting, and then we need cocoa powder. I don't really have to sift the cocoa powder this time because we're gonna make it into like a paste. 1/4 cup. Yeah, supposedly, we've got to watch this. There's a movie about the heiress. It's basically it's kind of like the Hamilton movie where I'm pretty sure it's like just a filmed concert. Okay. We need some boiling water and then we're just going to mix this. But you know what I've done? Chosen a vessel that is way too small. I would have went to see it, but I was recovering from Barbenheimer. There's a movie of this concert and she also has a documentary called Miss Americana. Did we watch Miss Americana? I feel like we've watched something about her behind the scenes. I don't know. My friends have refused to see the movie before the concert. They want to completely surprise at the concert. Okay, yeah, that's what I said to Nito. I was like, because I know I'm not going to the concert, so like, I would watch it. But like, isn't it spoiling it? Or like, go to the concert and then watch it after? Okay, we need some water, so about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. The hot water kind of like helps the cocoa powder, like bring out some flavour. And then we're going to add butter in there to create like a buttercream frosting. I'm laughing so much. I watched both back to back 6 hours in the theatre. I never wanted to sit inside like one again. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Why are you laughing so much? What are you laughing about? Six hours in the cinema. Did you eat? Because Nito only lasted 3 days. You tried to hold out. And then a bit of butter. About a tablespoon and a half. I lived on popcorn and M&Ms for 6 hours. Oh my God, you poor thing. There we go. Depends. Are the pois? Are they the nappies? Adult nappies? All right. So it might look a bit crumbly. And then once we incorporate the butter, it's going to get whipped. Okay? All right, turn it down. Need more butter. Kleenex. Oh, it's a bit sad that, like, I think the movie was good. I don't know what it's up against for like movie, you know, is Optus Stadium big? It's the big stadium, yeah, so it's big. I've never been there though, because it got built when we were living in Melbourne, and then we were gonna go for the Matildas gig. Remember that Matildas, there was a football game, a few months ago, and then Chester got sick. Hey Google, is Optus Stadium bigger than the MCG?
optusstadium.com.au. They say, field of play dimensions will be 165 meters along the east-west axis and 130 meters on the north-south axis. This is slightly shorter than the main stadium and aligned with the MCG, which is 160 meters by 141 meters.
Hey Google, what is the capacity of the MCG?
The MCG has a capacity of 100,024.
Okay, I think Optus is like 60,000. Hey Google, what is the capacity of Optus Stadium?
60,000 people. On the
Yeah.
website optusstadium.com.au, they say,
Different
Stadium
configuration.
is a multi-purpose venue seating 60,000 people in the NFL network. It also hosts cricket, rugby, and running, following entertainment events.
Yeah, so not as big. I thought MCG was like 80, so I didn't realize it was that big. Wow. Okay. Ladies, legends, land animals. Look at this. This chocolate frosting, delicious. And this is chocolate coconut slice. This thing is amazing, okay? I have to grab. I gotta make chocolate slice now. I know. Chocolate coconut slice. Kate, you have to make my recipe. It's so good. Okay. Just take it to the edges. Take it to the window and to the wall. But no sweat. Dropping down these holes. There we go. So I would say it's like a little Debbie Galaxy brownie or whatever, but better. But it's got coconut and it's so good. Yeah. I want to go smooth it, and then I want to go like that. Okay. I know. What have you made so far, Molly? Nothing. No, this. Sausage rolls looking good. Turn the heat up on them. I'm going to take the lamb out. Because the lamb is looking amazing. Look at that. Oh, yum. Yum. Okay. And then we go here. Core temp, I haven't checked it yet. I'm going to let it cool a bit. It's probably a bit more overdone than I think. Okay. Coconut on top. Amazing. Hey, Shadow Minx. All right. You ready? This is like a hedgehog slice. No, because a hedgehog, this is baked. Hedgehog is not baked, right? And Hedgehog has cookies and chunks in it. This is a chocolate coconut slice. I decided to come in for the festive fast, but I got called into work after class. Oh, good. I always thought hedgehog slice was like a rocky road, but with cookies and stuff. All right, you ready? Oh, it's a bit crunchy. It's so good. This was like my favorite thing as a kid growing up. Look at that. I don't think that's a big enough knife. It's just getting through. We'll go like that. Look at that. It was like kind of like a fudgy cake at the bottom, chocolate coconut. It's not. It's kind of dense. Ready? Oh hell yes! And then it's got this thick frosting on top. Look at that. I haven't had one for like a good maybe 2 years, 3 years. Yum. Definitely not for my diet, but so this will go on the website. That's what we got a brownie. It's not a brownie. It's cakier than a brownie.
Delicious.
Magilla! Thank you for continuing your sub. Appreciate you. This is not a brownie. It's like it's similar to a brownie, but it's like it's not. It's more dense. It's not really fudgy. It's like cakey, but like coconut brownie, sure. Sure. But it's not like my brownie. Oh, it's so good. And brownies shouldn't have icing on top. Brownies are just so good on their own. They should have things inside them, like nuts. But this is like a brownie slice then. I can't stop. So good. Exceed, would you like to try this? Oh, why is that? What's on the roof? Oh my God, that's blood. Oh my God. Oh my God. There must be one from I cut my finger. Oh my God. There's so much blood on the roof. There's just like drip. It's because I went like that. I cut and I went like that. And just gone like all over the roof. Oh my God. There's so many little droplets all over. Obviously we don't look up. We just found out where she keeps the bodies. People are gonna like one day someone might come in here and they'll like do forensics and like, I don't know why they would come into my house. There would be no reason for them to come in to do forensics in my house, but they'll look up and be like, found my blood. Exceed will get taken down for my murder. I'll just keep it up there. Pretty suspicious vibes. Casually visiting with the Luminol, yeah. All right, waiting for them to cook. I'll bring Exceed a little slice. You'd have a man slice. Oh, it's so good. Here you go.
Is it?
Really good.
What's on the top?
Frosting and coconut. Yum. All right, let's try this lamb. You gotta make the noises exceed.
Wow!
No, you guys can't hear him. It's so good. He's like, oh my God, wow. There's a fly in the house. Do you live in Gosnells or Armidale? That reason for forensics right there. We do not. And I wouldn't go around saying that anymore. Gosnells and Armidale are going to be the new areas, the way that gentrification's happening, and that's like the area to buy right now. In 5 years, well, it's still already now. Like, you've got good blocks in Armidale, Gosnells area. It's going to be worth a pretty penny. Delicious, thanks Exceed. All the areas that were like the bogan areas, the poor areas, they're the ones that now, because there's no other area that like, and there's good people that live in Gosnells and Armidale. All right, I was grabbing my knife. My carving knife. Yeah, Armidale was in yeah, your Armidale was fancier than ours. So let me say, if you live in Melbourne, Armidale and Gosnells are like Frankston, South Frankston. Like, or very Darrow. People don't know what Darrow is. Very redneck. It used to be. Like, it's changing. Franger is up there these days. Yeah. Like, Armidale is like Toorak here in Victoria. Yep. Toorak. Toorak is our Peppermint Grove, Mosman Park, where Gina Reinhardt lives. One of her houses. Do you do your cooking in your house, or is this a studio? This is my house. It was built specifically to be like a studio kitchen. So we bought our house and we renovated it to then have the space. We have permanent setup equipment. It's minimised, so we've like built things into the floor and in the cupboards and the secret areas. There's like cables that go into. We've got a cabinet here. They go into the floor. We created a trench that goes out underneath into this wall and then comes up underneath the cupboards, so we can minimise equipment and lot of planning and organisation. But we wanted to be able to live in a house that could then be used as a studio. Wasn't like overbearing. Makes sense. I lived in Morley, Noranda, Bentley, Booragoon, Riverton. Okay. We were north of the Perth person. I lived in Scarborough, Innaloo, and then we've always been, ever since, then we moved to Melbourne, then we moved south of the river. Hey, Peter. Yeah. But I know. Yeah.
You've got mail.
Yo. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. It's all I could ever wish for. To be something on the shelf for my husband. My sugar daddy. All right. This lamb looks amazing. Okay. Hello. Do-do-do-do. Happy Aussie Day from Canada. What is a very Canadian way of like saying like g'day, like a non, maybe like a lesser known word of like a greeting? I'm trying to find white wine. There it is, right in front of me. Okay, we're gonna make a gravy. White wine for lamb, because red wine's a bit too intense. I like white wine. So you get this deliciousness here. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna let this rest. It's been resting. I'm just gonna rest it more. We've got our sausage rolls in there, they're cooking. Turn up the heat to about 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit to get the pastry nice. Mate. No, but like, I want like I did a proper gravy with pork I roasted last week. Oh, nice. How's the bass guitar? Oh, for sure, eh? No, but that's not a greeting. Is that how you say it? Like, g'day, mate, what's happening? You go, for sure, eh? That's just what you just say at the end of every sentence, isn't it? Okay. So what I'm doing is I've got a fork and I'm kind of like mashing as much as this as possible. And then we're going to grab our colander strainer. This guy. You been out bush? What have you been doing out in the bush? Okay. Oh, the honey in here is really good. Very sweet. What have you been asked to bring to today's lunch? Nothing. I just said that I would bring some of the food that we made on stream. Sausage rolls and slice. I don't think I'll bring the lamb. And I've got my passion fruit martini, non-alcoholic martinis. Yum. Kind of wish I didn't mash this all because then I could have added the onion into the gravy, but whatever. It's done now. Add that onion and just bar mix it all. But no, there's all rosemary. Yeah, I wish that I did that, but it's got all rosemary stalks. 2,500 kilometres a week, damn. Work in little Aboriginal communities across Northern Territory, WA and South Australia. Amazing. Okay, it's a fly. So what I want to try and do is kind of skim off some of this oil. If you're told not to bring anything, you bring flowers and drinks. No, you bring fantails. You've obviously not been seeing the ads. What to bring when you're not told to bring a thing, when you're told not to bring a thing. Yeah, what did I say? Fantails. I mean favourites. If you're told not to bring a thing, do you bring something? Bring nothing. Always bring something. This is what I tell Exceed all the time. You've got to bring something. If you're told not to bring any food, you always bring food. So I'm just pouring some of the oil off. It's the key to better gravy. That's for more like solidified fats, like butter or ghee or something like that. Whereas this, I've never had the ice cream trick has never worked. I can show you. It just slides off. Unless you bring tuna casserole to 7-fish dinner, don't do that. I never knew what 7-fish dinner was until someone told me about it last year. So like this. Like it never works. Oh wait, it's working. Oh my God. It's working. It's working a little bit. What? It didn't work last time I tried it. Would that work? Wow. Interesting. Okay. It's pretty good. Oh, too much. I'd rather like not use ice cubes, like, you know, like frozen granite, like, you know how those, you get those cubes that aren't ice, because obviously the ice is going to melt. The soapstone, yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. So what you can do is also grab, I'm just going to do all the dishes that I've got in my house at the moment. Use one of these. I got sent this by a community member, about 6 years ago. I need a new one. It's starting to crack from the dishwasher use. But basically what it does is it separates the fat from the actual good stuff, and it pours from the bottom. Look at that. It's the good stuff. I need a little bit of fat, but not much. Well, Turkish teapot works. Okay. Yeah. Look at that, it's all solidified in there. It's pretty cool. Okay, into here, we're going to add a little bit of wine, white wine, add a little bit of vibrancy to your gravy. More seasonings. So it's a bit sweet because of the honey, so we're going to add some salt. You could add some chicken stock powder if you wanted to, like that. Pepper. The wine's going to add some vibrancy, a little bit of sweetness as well, going to play well nicely with that. So you could just keep cooking this down and reducing it, or you could add like a thickener, flour, cornstarch, whatever. I've got a bit of stuff here. So what you want to do when you're adding flour to an already hot mixture, you want to create what's called a slurry. So get a little pot, put like a tablespoon or two of flour, cornstarch, whatever. Put a little bit of water. Like this. And you want to make sure there's no lumps before you then add them into the other liquid. Instead of water, you can use like butter, softened butter, and create a beurre manier. There we go. With something, you can't really create a roux unless you create a new saucepan. So it's incorporating, the roux is butter and fat. So fat and starch in a pan first, and then you slowly add the liquid. But this way, because it's already got the liquid that we already have, like if you've got a stock, like a soup, a stew and you want to thicken it after the fact, you do it like this. So you add it in with starch and water or starch and fat, ghee, butter, whatever. Create a liquid or a paste and then slowly really reduce the heat or turn it off like this and incorporate it. And then you need to bring it up to nearly under the boil so that the starch starts to absorb the liquid and swells at just under boiling point, okay? So say, sometimes you know how you make a curry and your curry is like not thick enough and it's too like not saucy, too watery. This is the way you do it. Add some more water. There we go. So then you don't have to use any other, pots and pans and things like that, and you thicken it. It's really important, like at the current point in time, there's still raw starch, and it's going to give you digestive issues. It's not thick enough, so you need to bring it up to nearly boiling point. Keep it there for a while. The starch will start to absorb the extra moisture. It'll swell, and that will thicken. So it's really important that you heat it up. There we go. And that could be your gravy. Easy as. If it's too thick, add some more water or stock powder and water. If it's not thick enough, add more of your slurry or your beurre manière. There we go. A ball whisk, it's like a balloon whisk with a bowl inside it. Okay, I think I've seen them. Are they hard to clean though? All right, so here I've got this. It's been resting and there'll be a little bit of juice that comes out. Just kind of squeeze this a bit, give it a jiggle. And then what you can do is put this on a plate and put that juice into the pan. Sauce are nearly ready. Cool. Cutting curved bits at the end. Oh. Didn't all get in there. It's okay. There we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. What temp did we end up going to with the meat? Let's have a look. We're at, it's a little bit 68.2. All right. It's a bit more well done than I like. But it'll be nice for both of us. It's easy carve with something like this. Oh, it's nice and juicy. And as we get more in, look at that. More pink for me. Look at that. Beautiful. Lamb. Lamb shoulder. Look at this. Look at that. Hot, juicy. Oh, beautiful. Nice and pink. What do we think? Super easy garlic, rosemary, lamb shoulder. And then we'll go here. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. There we go. Let's grab this like that, dunk it in there. Serve this with green beans, honey carrots. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I like the end bits, like here where they're a little bit crunchy, but so because I started it in a cold oven and brought it up to heat, it's kind of rendered off a lot of the fat, so it's not very fatty. Like I'm just looking at this bit here, there's not a lot of fat on the end, which is great. So that's if like something you have a fattier cut. If you start from a lower temperature and bring it up, it can render off a lot of fat. That flavour goes into your gravy, strain off the fat, and then you use that, like those drippings. From a cold oven, yeah. Yeah. It's what I do with duck. I wasn't planning it. I thought I turned my oven on this time and I didn't, but it worked out well. And I'll probably do it again next time. It's what I do with duck because duck you want to render off the fat and not have like a huge fat cap under the skin. I thought it turned out great. It was a happy coincidence. Happy accident. And then we've got our beautiful, what was it, spring rolls there? Sausage rolls. Let me. Sausage rolls, have to serve them with tomato sauce, aka tomato ketchup. So this recipe is in our ebook, our Christmas ebook, but there are recipes you can make all year round. I buy the reduced sugar tomato sauce. Okay. And then we're going to have the full sugar. Then we're going to have the full sugar chocolate coconut slice. Okay. Look at this. Look at our feast. Yes. Now. What do we think? Grab one of these. They're cooled down a little bit. Look at that. Look at that inside. Oh, hot. Got flaky pastry, whole grain mustard, beef. Yum. hot. Holy. Oh, I used to put curry powder in mine. Interesting. Not a fan of sausage rolls, but I will like Molly's. There's a pork and apple one on the website, a free recipe on the website, or this one is in the ebook. Grab the ebook, even though it's for Christmas. Great recipes, great way to support the channel. If you're already subscribed, merch is the best way to support the channel. Yum, they're really moist and juicy. Hip pepperoni. And that is all she wrote. Love my bottle, wish I could buy more. One day, it's all good. I love that you love your water bottle. I need a bottle myself. I need some water, thirsty. Exceed, what are you most excited for? You like the chocolate slice? Or chocolate coconut? What do you guys think? The rolls look great. Just grabbing some water. Oh, I'm gonna give Chester some chemo. Now zoom in on the lamb. You want to zoom in on the lamb? Oh. Look at that. Yum. Ready? Oh. Like that. Oh, hold on. Coconut chocolate frosting. Look at that. These for me are dish of the day. No, not a lamington, kind of similar flavours. Should have told my dad to bring cake. And then the sausage rolls. Ready? I like, personally, oh, goodness. It's gonna be hot to break. Let me. Pastry, beef, cheese, filling. Yum. Would smoothies be a valid redeem? You want me to make a smoothie? Is there a specific type of smoothie you want me to make? Oh. So what's dish of the day? Different combos maybe. I don't know. I don't know. If you have an idea, like redemption, if you have like a more of a we can check about it in Discord, like a more clearer idea of like things like smoothie flavors and things like that. Just gives me an idea to plan how I can do it, like, and also like what your expectation, what you're wanting to see, then I can and do that better. Paul, lamb. You guys love the lamb. 60% of you. Sausage rolls, chocolate slice. I think chocolate slice for me is the best. And we can have a chat about it in the Discord. The only problem is smoothies are really quick to make, and if they're quick to make, we'd make more of them, and then I don't want waste ingredients. That's the only thing. Probably just smaller ones. But great question. So this recipe, I'm going to look to get onto the website this week. Smoothie shots. I don't know what a smoothie shot is. Amy here is welcome in. Guys, join the Discord. Come and hang out with us. So this recipe is in the ebook. This is just really easy. Follow the website, follow the VOD, and this will be on the website soon. So merch, get this in the Very Molly Christmas Cookbook ebook. No physical copies of that ebook. Then this chocolate coconut slice I'm going to take photos of and get it up on the website. And then this is just lamb, rosemary, garlic, deliciousness. Yum. I need a nap. I need a big old nap. Acai bowls. Oh yeah, I'd make an acai bowl. You could redeem that. I would be very happy to make that. Your house must smell so good right now. I don't know, ask Exceed. Like, cause I'm in it, like my nose gets used to the smells. I always think that like like if I open the door to the mailman, does my house smell nice? Or when people come in, does my house smell nice? Yeah, smells good. I always love when I make bread. It's usually good when like we go for a dog walk, we leave the house and then we come back, and then you appreciate how cool the house is if the aircon's been on, and then like also the good smells. We used to live in an area where we had an Indian family on next door, and their house always smelled so good. I think an Indian on one side and Sri Lankan on the other, and the neighborhood was just so beautiful. Have you heard the trick about where there's visitors, you bake beforehand so it smells nice? I did hear that if you're like a real estate trick, if you're trying to sell your house or to do home open, you either bake bread or you get a casserole dish and you put vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste with some water and you bake that, and like that steam releases the vanilla flavor through the house. Or like whiz, I love to see that. Nectarine's good as well. I have Indian neighbours on both sides who cook in their garage. That would be amazing. That's like out in the open, it would like waft in so much stronger. Oh my goodness. Guys, what do you got planned for your week? Forgot what day it was. We're gonna be going to visit family, and then we're painting. I'm a bit excited. I did a PT, my first semi-private personal training session for like my 6-week challenge yesterday, and I'm a bit sore, and now I have another one tomorrow. So I'm doing group sessions, Pilates on Monday, group HIIT session on Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, I'm doing weight strength session. So I'm pretty keen, 4 days a week. But I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna go over the top. I don't wanna hurt myself. I don't wanna complain too much on stream that I'm sore. But I'm gonna get the protein. Need the protein. So I'm gonna eat lamb. Maybe eat the chocolate cake. Lots of rest for me under the weather. Oh, I hope you feel better. It's not good. Rest up. A lot of ginger and garlic. Living through my daughter's wisdom teeth extraction. Oh no. Risotto. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I went and stayed with my grandma. But the few days before, I made a big pot of risotto, and I would just eat risotto and take drugs and sleep. Yeah. Catching up on my murder trials. What kind of murder trials? Having some friends over Sunday for a brunch and catch. That'll be nice. So I thought I'd make the tea cake to go perfect. If you're not making it that day, that morning, just before you make it, what I recommend is putting it in the oven to like help it crisp up. It goes like fresher just before you serve it, like, you know, an hour before or whatever. Just kind of re-warm it in the oven. Worst is plug up nose, drives me crazy. Try this. So block your nose, kind of breathe out slightly, like you're trying to unblock your nose, and then move your head side to side, like 5 or 6 times while your nose is blocked. It helps clear your sinus, yeah. These bloody flies. It's like Frank and Kevin. Come on, someone else try it. Get near my meat. Risotto, sleep, drugs. Sounds like a good weekend, to be honest. Always. Okay. That worked. I saw it on a YouTube video. Okay. Let's go over. So many people streaming. All these Australians is live. Let's go over to Reaper, Mr. Reaps. He's playing Power World. Molly, trying to access my Very Molly Christmas, can't open it. Do you know what I'm doing wrong? And yes, I paid for it. Send me a message in Discord. I can definitely help you. We can have a chat. What's it when it's saying you have to send me screenshots of what's happening? Is that all right? We'll have a chat about it then. Fabulous. All right, guys, we're going to go and see Reaps. He's playing Power World. Give him some love for us. Copy and paste a rate call message. Thank you for all those people who have contributed to today's stream. You're amazing. Kaz resub for 15 months. Nito tier 2, above and beyond. Silver Crew 13 months. Stace 26 months. Liz 23 months. Grandpa Red 6 months and Antamina 9 months. Thank you so incredibly much. Thank you for the bits as well, guys. Copy and paste a rate call message. Thank you to the mods for being here. Doing all these hand gestures. Trying to stretch out me muscles. Because I'm a gym junkie now. I'm kidding. Such a wank. Guys, love you. Take care. Brush all of your hairs this weekend. Give someone some love this weekend. Tell them that you love them. And I will see you Monday for gluten-free donuts and all in together egg muffins. Delicious. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. And photos in Discord. Right?